What's up, everybody? Welcome to Constructed Chaos. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Peaks everything.
I didn't know we were live.
Yes, we are live, Bex.
I thought we were just streaming for
We'll do it live.
Welcome to Construction Chaos, where every Wednesday we run our flagship campaign, The Wrath of Zheles, at 7 p.m. Central Time. And we have a lot of fun doing it. Today, there's not a ton of announcements. What's up, Austin? How's it going, man? But I did add in some new emotes. They are all styled after our favorite little PCs.
Our peoples.
Our little peoples. I think everybody should have most of them except for Sarnorans because we only have 4 emote slots for right now. But one day they'll all be there.
Perfect time to use the WTF one too.
Yeah,
it would be.
Might have done that for a reason. I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
That we love you.
That, you know.
You know what? I'm not getting you guys Christmas presents.
We have 9 months to make it up to you.
That said, guys, we have been doing a ton of awesome stuff behind the scenes. We did an interview last night with Maximum Roll Entertainment, and that was pretty fun. We did some cool things with Kelly. Not sure exactly when that's going to go up, but, you know, doing stuff, doing things.
Also, just personal note, this month is Alex and I's anniversary month.
It is.
All 3 anniversaries are this month.
Love.
Woo!
Love.
And my birthday.
And Sam's
And
birthday.
Sam's birthday.
Friday.
Yeah,
That doesn't matter.
I mean, that's like secondary.
Well, I'm sorry.
It happened first before the whole
It
thing,
did.
but
You did
whatever.
come first.
But I think that's all the housekeeping we have. There's not a whole lot of stuff that I had to announce, but I did things in the right order this time.
Yeah.
So now I get to roll the intro for you guys.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
A madness has mixed in with the shadow. As a bright light washed over the dark elven city, plants came to life, and Drow warriors rushed to the source. You saw Reluvir, the former commander of the Quarry, leap from the tallest structure in the city shortly after this. But the manner of his involvement in this catastrophe remains unknown. As if to satiate their curiosity, Taffy and Cheryl have now been separated from the rest of the group as they navigate towards where Reluvir landed, avoiding both the perils of the insanity and the dark. Beans! I don't know what we smoked today.
I stepped away and I missed something.
I think we're all missing something.
Goodness, there's nothing in the chat right now.
Now that everybody has seen the intro, and you all may notice that we've got some epic music playing instead of some mood music to start things off. That's because you guys are in dire straits currently. You guys are separated, are sent away. Sarnoran and Ren all went off a little bit north to the city as Taffy backtracked to try and catch up with the figure she saw as Reluvir plummeting from the tower, and Cheryl doubled back as well. So
Sarnoran will sing at your funeral, Taffy.
Yeah. We will rejoin Taffy as she makes her way atop the roof lines of the city, trying to get closer to where Reluvir fell.
That is Pepper drinking.
Yeah, if you guys can hear that licking sound, that's Pepper drinking.
You can hear that licking sound. It's just Alex
getting hydrated.
You're gonna drink the whole freaking pool of water.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it's really hard to concentrate with her. I was using my teleport thing, right? Because I had wild magic that let me teleport.
That's exactly right. Yeah, you were basically moving your max movement and then teleporting, and you're not technically in combat right now, but combat is happening all around you.
Yes. So, sorry.
You're good.
Is that accurate of where I am?
No, just ignore that for now.
So I'm on
Doesn't
a rooftop.
exist.
Yeah, so as you're moving across rooftops and peering over to the next row of streets, you don't see Reluvir on the ground, but you do notice that there are several other of these plant creatures and several more Drow fighting them off, trying to gain access to...
How close am I to the next rooftop?
So, like you're trying to, like, in that direction,
Yeah, I was going to, like, teleport onto the next.
So the next rooftop, the streets are actually fairly wide. It's about 60 feet across. You'd probably need to climb down from that building, run across, and then teleport up to the next one.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. As you climb down from the roof structure and down the brick wall that turns into stone near the bottom, your feet find purchase on the ground, and as you begin to run, out of the corner of your eye, one of the plants snaps out of you at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Probably gonna have to go take Pepper out in a second.
Okay.
It's not bad.
6.
No.
7.
16.
8.
How close?
You feel the heat of its plant breath as it comes just inches away from gnawing off your cheek, and you step nimbly out of the way and continue across the street. Several Drow do see you running, but they're obviously tied up. They have bigger things to worry about. You get to the other end, and blip, you teleport up to the next row of rooftops.
Can I see Reluvir?
Make a perception check for me.
That ricochets into the mic every time I roll. That's not fun. Perception, you said?
Yep.
That's a 9.
So looking out over the streets, you're seeing mainly calamity. But this main street is the one indeed that leads up to the spire from which Reluvir plummeted. It's a ways down still. You're not quite even with it. So you'd say like 200 feet down the road is where the tower actually is. So you might guess that if he is on the ground here, he's further down the way.
Okay. From the tower that I'm on, if I were to climb down, would I be climbing into the middle of, like, a battle?
With that perception check, you can see that there is room for you to climb down, and there is room for you to run between all the various combats. But these plant creatures are large, and there could be a couple of spaces as you look down the street where you might not be able to skirt their range of attack.
Skirt. Is anyone coming behind me? Like, do I see any of my party members?
Turning around and checking to see if anyone is following up behind you. Go ahead and re-roll your perception, because this is kind of a separate check.
How big are these creatures? Can we get a little visual picture here? Are we talking like Ocarina of Time plant creature size, or like?
It's funny because
Danny
somebody made like a stat sheet for these for 5e for the Ocarina of Time plant creatures, and that's actually what I'm using.
So they are the plant creatures.
Exactly that.
I don't know what those are.
So they're about 10 to 15 feet tall. And all of that is basically just like a single bodily structure. So you would guess that as far as their range of attack, they probably have more than just a 5-foot range.
Okay. So I rolled a 15 for my perception.
Okay. So looking behind you, you panic for just a moment because you don't see anyone coming. And you feel that pit in your stomach like, a kid that suddenly realizes they got lost in Walmart.
Yeah.
Because you don't see any of your allies. But as you whip your head back around to reassess the street below you, you see further down a rather telling silhouette of an elephant man running almost parallel to you, trying to get to this same street. Yes.
Knees going backwards.
On the other side of the... He's going backwards. Okay,
so you're on this side of the street here, and he's further down that way.
He can't see a thing.
I'm on a building top.
Yes.
And I just came from a street here.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a street on this side.
Mm-hmm.
What side is he on?
He's
Both.
on the opposite side.
The side that I haven't gone. The side that I didn't come from.
The side that you did come from.
The side that I did come from.
Yes.
Got it. Don't stop laughing at me.
I think that's
No, sorry.
probably.
Will.
I think that's probably a good time for us to jump over to Cheryl.
Okay, boy, I'll jump over to Cheryl. Do you need me?
No.
Where am I?
Okay. Just don't take too long.
I won't. Thanks, Will.
So Cheryl, we now rejoin you as you have just escaped one of the plant creatures that was blocking your path a moment ago, and where you made the split-second decision to double back and try and help out your friend Taffy instead of rejoining your friends that have gone on ahead. Looking out in front of you, you're not on top of a building, but you do see that there's I wouldn't necessarily call it an alleyway. It's almost like a rock outcropping that leads up a bit and brings you up above the buildings on either side of it. It's almost like a bridge over the buildings. It's just kind of the way the rocks formed there.
Okay. And that's the direction I kind of need to go.
Yeah. Again, quickly assessing that, Taffy has gone in the direction of the main street and not wanting to completely double back and cross those same plant creatures to try and catch her, you had decided to run parallel to her across the streets.
So I don't see any plant creatures in front of me along this path.
Make a perception check for me to see if you notice the 10 to 15 foot plant
20.
creatures.
Nat 20.
Yeah. And you still have
He sees it.
your dark vision, right?
I honestly don't know. I know Taffy
It's-
cast it.
it's
Yeah,
at
it
the-
was
hours?
It's 8 hours, and she
Yeah,
cast
so-
it at the beginning of.
You definitely still have it. So, looking out in front of you, you do see that the path is clear for you running up this structure, but just on the other side, you barely can make out the movement of the top of one of these creatures just on the other side of this this outcropping. But what really gives it away is the sound, and you can hear a couple of drow fighting it and struggling against it. So you know that you may want to give a pretty wide berth to make sure that you don't have to join in that battle.
Okay. Just. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna run across and give birth.
Give.
No.
I think we're playing a different game.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Please don't.
That's my head cannon. That's my head cannon.
yeah.
Your head cannons, you've been pregnant this whole time?
That's why he's so bad at climbing and
Pregnant.
jumping. And
See Cheryl's heart emote? That's, he's just caring for
child.
the baby.
Is a new mama, yeah.
he's just he's pooping.
Yeah, y'all thought Cheryl's a boy with a girl name. Nope, just
It's just Cheryl.
really
Really deep voice.
Yep. So you make your way over the rocky outcropping, and the plant does turn and notice you and begins to snap out at you. But seeing the opening, one of the drow that's fighting below, armed with two short swords, charges in, slashes twice across its chest, and as it roars in agony, it keels over a bit, and you actually notice, because of your really good perception check, a bit of like that same purplish ichor squirt out, hit the drow, and it burns some of his flesh off.
While I'm at the top of the bridge, would it be possible to kind of see the path that Taffy was taking and kind of if I can get eyes on her, or am I not high enough? Or there's still buildings blocking?
There are still some buildings in the way, but I can say, like, timeline-wise, looking down the street, you notice for a moment a very small body running across the street there and blipping onto the rooftop. She's very easy to pick out because there's a lot of big things here right now, and not a lot outside of Drow besides that.
Gotcha.
So you do notice her.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep on trying to like go where she's going / meet up with her at some point, but also keeping an eye out for more plants and trying to not get eaten.
Okay. So making your way across the street, now that it's kind of out in the open, everything's fairly level ground. It's easy enough for you to discern where you might be in harm's way, and you kind of wind between a couple of drow that are fighting another one of these plant creatures. You hear one of them shout, "Get to the tower! Reluvir's got to be there somewhere!" And you continue running in that direction.
Did you say get to the tunnel or tower?
The tower. So making it to the other side, you've now come to basically a row of buildings that actually butts up against the spire itself. There is an alleyway that you can take, but to do that, you'd have to get past one of these plant creatures.
I'm gonna bonus action cast Sanctuary on myself, and I'm going.
Okay.
It has to make a Wisdom save if it wants to attack me, basically.
Okay.
And if it fails, it just can't.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Get it?
Very cool. It fails.
Nice.
So as you're running towards it, you actually see it's all alone. It's actually not being fought yet, and it begins like salivating the same like purple ooze. It's just ready to eat some elephant man. And as it begins to open its toothy maw and you get within range, it just kind of wobbles for a second and tries to shake it off, and you use the opportunity to run straight on by, just charging through with no fear at all. So now making it through this alleyway and coming out on the other side, you are actually very close to the tower. Make a perception check to see what you see.
That is 16.
Okay. So looking out in front of you, you see even more of this calamity, but it's a bit of a ways off. And as you are basically tracing the area, looking for any sign of this snow elf, because they would probably stick out like a sore thumb, you don't see him at first, but at the last second, you do see a telltale blur of white as a snow elven man in tattered robes moves into an alleyway on the opposite side of the street, dashing out of this calamity.
That's Reluvir.
Get him.
Could be.
Am I? Can I see, or can Taffy see me? Can I see Taffy at this point still?
With your perception check, you can see Taffy on the roof line. However, she and she did spot you basically like making your way across. So before we figure out that, let's jump over to the other half of the party. Arsinoe, Rin, and Sarnorin. If I recall, you guys were a little bit further down the street, so you would actually be on the opposite side of the tower. But you're assessing the threat and considering making your way.
Oh yeah, we're much further.
Downtown.
Because it was behind us before, and we ran about 260 feet or so the other way. So, last time I had ducked in.
Sorry, Morgan's just dying on stream real quick.
Just choked on water. Sorry.
Taffy always has to die.
Taffy must
Shouldn't
die.
have worn those. Shouldn't have worn the buttons.
It's really,
Rest in peace. In peace.
it's really amazing that humans can keep ourselves alive at all.
When you just breathe in water and you're like, ah!
Yo,
Whoa.
thanks for the subs.
Thanks, Jude.
Thanks, Jude.
That's awesome, man. So I have
Coming
Trying to
for
get
that
more
water
rigged
spot.
rolls in the Discord, I see.
I actually have not been keeping exact track, but I think that actually puts us really close to unlocking that last emote spot so we can get the WTF Sarnoran emote. That makes
Sweet.
me
That's Sarnoran
probably,
DLC,
That
bruh.
probably makes me
Sarnoran
way more
DLC.
excited than anybody else in the chat. But I'm like super stoked on these emotes. I literally teared up whenever I got to see them come back because they were so cute. They were adorable.
They were pretty cute.
Anyway, getting back to a less adorable scene. What are the three of you doing?
I'm waiting to like basically reach my hand out and like grab the two of them.
Yeah,
They
so
were- they
if
were
I
a bit
remember
behind
if I
me.
remember correctly, I watched her go into the area where we're going. Sarnor and I are basically like right next to each other. And
Best friends.
And for whatever it's worth, we
move each other.
had 7 turns left of banishment.
Yeah,
So
that's
I don't know how
that's
much.
not. I mean, y'all are a ways
not
away
very
from
many.
that now. That's not.
No, I know, but she's
Super
gonna come
pertinent.
back. She was fighting us, so
Yeah,
she missed all the excitement. I just wanted to, I don't know how that's gonna.
fair enough. I will keep that in mind.
She's gonna be confused. Let's just put it that way.
Wow.
What the fuck?
So
So we were just running up
So
to
we
where
run
she
in.
is and trying to dip into wherever she dipped.
okay,
Yeah,
Avoiding-
so I
avoiding any
dipped
plants
in and
nearby.
I'm just like I am like waiting to like I'm pretty sure they saw me, but just in case I'm going to like stop them and try to pull them into the alley.
okay. You're able to flag them down and get them back closer to you in that alleyway where it appears to be safe. I think I had mentioned last time that the Drow were using a different street to run towards the tower. So you guessed that they probably don't use this back alleyway very often.
Very nice.
So we're all in this alleyway now.
Yes.
All of us.
Sarnorn, can you
No.
can you
I'd like to Alex, you tell me if this is allowed.
What?
I don't really want to like full on meditate, but I would like to like try to talk to my spirit guide, Fabrio, and just basically like ask for some kind of guidance.
Make a religion check with disadvantage because this is basically you just stopping as soon as you see your two friends
'cause
and you're
I'm
like,
not meditating
please,
at
please,
all.
please, 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 like just prayer hands. Like,
So what are you asking me to do, mate?
can you contact either of the two we have split up with?
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Let me think here. Let me look in my book here.
One of them was a natural 20. I hate everything.
what was the other one?
The other one was a 14.
Oh, that's not bad.
Bad.
No, it's not. But I was like, oh, why would you do that?
Alex, DM, I have a question.
Yep.
I have message, which is
Oh,
only
yes.
120 feet, and it's
Massage.
within a direction. So would I be able to roll to see if we are within range and in the right direction with my message cantrip?
I would say that you, yeah. Go ahead and roll. So you're rolling to guess the direction that you.
Yeah, like I don't know if that's even allowed. Like
Yeah. Roll a d4 for me, and we'll see.
a D4. Okay.
Could also just let him use it. See if it works.
I mean, it's a cantrip,
Yeah.
so it's free. But let's see. That is a 3.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but
I in my head like imagined like quadrant style directions.
oh, got you.
And
And I also have to pick a person.
yeah, I was about to
so-
say who are you trying to contact because that's important too.
It's 50-50. It's literally 50-50, and it might
Go
not be
Cheryl.
either of them.
Roll a dice.
We're gonna go with, you know what? Sarnoran is methodical. He would pick Cheryl because he's slower.
Yes.
And
He would
you saw
he
him
would pick
last.
Cheryl, and you actually saw that he was closer to y'all
Yeah.
last time.
So I'll be like,
I was the last one to leave.
Cheryl,
yeah.
if you can hear me, say something back and tell us where you are, mate.
He blows his horn.
Cheryl, you get a message.
Oh,
Hey! So you hear Sarnoran's message.
And like, how can I respond? I know
In
normally we
kind.
just kind of play it loose, but like,
Cheryl, you hear Cheryl say, "How can I respond?" I know we usually just play it loose.
Well, glad we got the connection now.
but like we've messaged enough that I know that there's limitations as Cheryl. I just know
You
we
can
normally-
reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
But like, is there a limit to what I can
It's
say?
very it's like one
Okay.
for good phrase.
It's an action, so like 6 seconds worth of message, basically.
Gotcha. Taffy and I are headed to the tower.
Are you sure? Did I hear you correctly, mate? You might have cut out there. Did you say the tower? You're going to the tower?
Did I get that one too, Alex? I don't know
Yes,
if like
yeah.
okay.
He's basically pinpointed where you are
yeah,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name, Alex?
Reluvir.
Where Reluvir fell from.
Where who fell from? You mean the snow elf?
what's happening?
Yes.
They're
At
gonna
what
go to
point?
the tower where the snow elf fell out.
At what point?
Why
in
would
my
we run
run-
towards where the snow elf fell out?
Alex, at what point in my run am I hearing this?
This
am
is
I already,
basically this is up to where you've RP'd basically.
so I haven't seen him yet, like with my own eyes yet.
You have just seen Reluvir dart around the corner.
And would I
Or,
know?
well, the snow elf? You
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
that it's probably Reluvir.
Would I know? Is that did he go the direction kind of where they are? Like, could they pincer move him and meet us?
Based on the direction he went, they would be on the exact opposite side of the tower from him.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Sweet.
Then I'm just gonna say you've got some
Love it.
catching up to do.
Would you like me to send the bird
Whatever you think is helpful.
to follow Reluvir?
Always in the bird.
He's an owl, by the way.
An owl.
Who?
So, as this is going on, and Arsinoe is trying to reach out for some goodwill from her deity or her spirit guide, you aren't getting anything, and you just try and focus in harder. And as you have your eyes closed, trying to focus, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Rin, you're kind of focused over with Sarnoran, and Arsinoe, as you whip around, you see a female drow. She leans in close. She's like, "You shouldn't be here."
Stab her.
Dude, I was just about to say, I'm going to be very defensive of that.
Shoot her with your poison arrows.
God damn it, every time.
Just download that
Sorry,
update.
JavaScript is trying to update again.
Download it. Download it.
Damn it,
I-
Java!
I
you
don't know
considered
what
it as a
JavaScript
virus?
is. I don't want to do that.
It's coffee. It's not good for your computer.
So
I'm assuming I see this elf also now, right?
Yeah, as soon as she whips around and you hear her talking with somebody else, you
yeah,
notice that
I'm gonna
she's there.
grab her hand. I'm gonna whip around, grab her hand like this. I'm gonna grab her shoulder and be like, "Who are you? Why are you looking out for us?"
Calm down. I'm a friend. My name is Fermus Despani.
That's Bonnie.
Give my hat back, Jordan.
Well, what do you want?
Well, I would like to get you to safety before you get yourself killed.
Well,
Yes,
we've
but the
got two
problem
more
is
that
that
we got to
we
go
have-
retrieve before we do that.
Yeah, we have two others, and apparently some major crystal source. Dude, no, come on.
He's fine.
No,
Some major source is coming.
Hi, Ollie.
Believe
Listen.
me, you don't want to go in that direction right now.
leave the bloody crystal guy out of this. Can we? Can we forget about him for a little
Yeah,
while?
no, listen, I'm not necessarily really talking about that, but we have two people apparently headed for him.
Oh, that's right. They're chasing
Can
him.
you get our friends here?
Where can we go?
Yeah, you seem to be much faster than we are.
You blend in a little more.
I can certainly try. What do they look like?
Well, one's about this tall,
short.
and one's
She
about
looks
like
an
this
11-year-old
tall.
girl.
One's an
She's
elephant.
got little,
We stick out like a sore
she's
thumb.
got like cinnamon
What's an elephant?
hair.
Okay, so
I am the elephant in the room.
Yeah, one's an actual elephant. He's an elephant, but a man, elephant man.
Can I do an insight
He's
check
tall.
on her real quick?
Sure.
Can I punch her?
If you want to.
I don't want to. I'm just kidding.
Just curious if it's possible.
She is telling the truth. Every other drow that you've run into thus far has been very quick to try and kill you.
Tell me, love, how do we know this isn't a setup and you're just going to slit our throats later?
I'm afraid you just have to trust me. I know that your luck is
Cool,
probably
great,
not
good enough for me.
All
Let's
right,
go.
Let's go. Yeah, no, I had already said that. Where's safety? Like,
He can pinpoint where they are. Get there. Get a. I'll
You want the
get to Sarnoran. Get
You got
get
it,
Cheryl.
mate.
Get Cheryl and Taffy to meet up with. What was your name again?
Fernie.
Fernie?
Firmus.
Fermus.
I wrote down Fernie.
Tell Cheryl there's a drow coming, and
I'm
we'll meet up
nervous.
somewhere.
Hey, Cheryl. This is not going to make any sense, but a drow is coming to retrieve you and Taffy. Don't worry, they won't kill you yet.
Give them a code.
At least not until we're all
Sorry.
together.
I'm sorry, Famous. Can you do that?
I can certainly try.
Do you need help?
I'm-
I can be invisible.
Tell him to ask for Firmus.
Look, I saw you all here in the city and thought I might warn you that you, well, shouldn't be here, especially not right now, but I do also need to go and help out my kin.
In your best, 3 to 5 words, what is right now? Why is right now so important? Come on, the highlights. I need the headlines.
Look around.
I'm not from here. Yeah, I am. I don't know what the shit anything is here. Where are the
There's-
lights?
Famous,
There's
if you
no
need to
such
go,
words
we're
that I
okay.
could give you that would describe this in...
Try me.
in
Is it
such a short-
religious? What's happening?
Famous,
You
if
guys-
need to
is
go,
this a
just tell us
party?
where
We're
we
doing
need to
drugs
sit and
tonight?
stay.
It was a weapon.
Oh, okay,
We
great.
thought.
Something stupid like that.
Sorry, again, Famous, if you need to go, just tell
I
us
don't-
where to get to for safety so that we can get our friends back. We're not
It's
really here
easiest
for
if you-
trouble.
It's easiest if you follow me.
Okay,
Just-
great. We're running now.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
are we
this way.
stealthing? Because I'm going to pass without a traces if we're going slow. But if we're
Yeah,
running, that doesn't
she's
make
going to
sense.
suggest that you guys, kind of try and do it sneakily. Obviously, everyone else's attention is divided, but
All right. I tell her that we're extra sneaky right now.
okay.
Sneaky boys.
Good.
So, swiftly and sneakily, she actually brings you a bit back the way that you guys came into town, towards a what you all recognize was the building where that drow came out and was reading a book.
I knew it!
So
Allies!
she doesn't lead you into the building, but there's a large rocky outcropping just to the left of it, and as she slips up next to it, there's a small gap. It's very slender, and she kind of wiggles through, and she says, "Back here. This is where they won't find you here.
I'm sorry, back there.
Where else would you like to hide?
I don't
Do you
know.
have
It's
another
just
place?
it's dirty.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm going in.
Get the
take your chances out here then. I've done what I
grab
can.
grab the other two and get them this way if we need.
Of course.
Me?
No.
Or them?
Him? Sonoran?
You.
Not very-
You're the one who can talk to them, right?
Who are you pointing to, mate?
You. You. you.
You're just
Can you
pointing at
tell?
a screen.
You.
You!
You.
You there.
Okay, you want me? Okay, I don't exactly know where they are, but okay, I'll be back. Bye.
No. Wait, no, he shouldn't be leaving.
No. Just tell them with your
Oh my
head.
god!
With your.
I can't. We ran away. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know where
trying-
he
I thought
is.
you
And
were
trying
magical. I
to
thought you
reach
understood these things.
and trying to reach Cheryl, you discover that you're now unable to.
We're out of range, man. The Wi-Fi's no good here.
What's Wi-Fi?
It's the magic. It allows me to talk to people.
Oh my gosh.
Alex, can I like figure out where I just walked into? I already walked into the
Yeah.
slender gap.
So as the few of you walk into an even darker space, as it's not lit by the ambience of this purple light and glowing fungi, it takes a moment for your eyes to adjust. But once they do, you notice that you're not alone in this safe haven. Sorry, we're fussing at Pepper right now.
Can I hear that? I could just hear Morgan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What you see in there with you are 4 kobolds, all in pretty bad shape, with not so much as a rag on them, aside from a couple of cuffs. One of them still has the cuffs attached, but the other 3 have them broken apart. And as this is happening, we're going to jump back over to Taffy now.
This is so bad.
Yo, yo, yo.
So, you have just spotted Cheryl, who has now made his way onto the street a bit further down towards the spire, the tower.
Okay. Did he say anything to me about the message he received?
No, you see him down the street, but he's still like 100 feet away from you.
I want to get to him.
Okay.
So, can I dash?
Yeah, definitely. And you're not in initiative. So no need to keep track of that. But I will have you make a perception check to see. Actually, let's do survival. We don't do that too often.
How far can I teleport? Is it 30 feet?
It's 20, I believe.
20.
Yeah.
Can I double check that real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Because I want to run as far as I can and then teleport the rest.
Just scare the crap out of
60.
Cheryl. Pop up.
It's 60. Oh, I thought it was 20.
Let me make sure that there aren't more than one. I don't remember what it was.
Are you looking up the teleport spell?
No, I'm looking at the wild magic table.
Oh, okay. I mean, if it's 60, I'll give it to you.
I'm just making sure there isn't more than one teleport. No,
Yeah.
that's it. It's 60 feet.
Okay.
So it says... Wait. Didn't I roll one that let me teleport on every turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's at the end
then
of every
that's not
turn.
it. It must be 20.
Yeah, it's 20.
Where is it at?
I had remembered 22.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 22.
There it is. For the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet. It's a bonus action. The other one just says you teleport up to 60 feet. So I got confused. Okay, so then I'm going to run as far as I can and then teleport the last 20 to him.
And I will say, basically, like once you guys are reunited, that's pretty much the end of the minute, because that is a lot of distance to cover there. So you'll basically lose your teleport ability once you get there. But you are able to come down off the top of the rooftop and start making it towards...
Did you say I needed a survival check?
Go ahead and roll a survival check for me real quick.
Okay. I think the chat wants to see the smoke machine.
Oh.
Better bring it out.
Smoke
soon.
machine.
Survival, you said?
Hang on, I'm smoking.
Oh my gosh.
Don't smoke, kids. It's not
We
actually
get it,
that
bro.
cool.
You vape.
All right, guys.
There you go.
There you go. Some smoke. Let's go full screen. Boom. Smoke.
Okay.
We got it figured out. All right, back to main there.
Doesn't blow in my face anymore.
Yeah.
So I rolled... I forgot what that number is. What did you say, survival?
Right.
13.
Okay. You are able to discern a path through the combat that is the least dangerous, but you do notice that there are a couple of points where you'll be within range of a drow and then a plant further down the road.
You're saying I see that I will encounter them?
Yeah.
Like, before I teleport?
Before you teleport, you
What
notice
if I
that.
teleport now and go past them? Gonna do that?
That is definitely a solution, yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that. I'll teleport the 20 feet that they are, like where they're at, and then run the rest if I can.
Awesome. So a tiny, Cheryl, now that you've noticed Taffy, you see a tiny little gnome figure darting down the street, and she just blips chaotically out of existence and appears on the other side of a drow as he was just preparing to strike. And as she comes into an existence, the plant that the drow was fighting begins to chomp down on the space where she's just appeared, and she blips away just as its jaws close, and she appears right in front of you.
And I say, "Hi, Cheryl."
Hello. Lots of things. So, Sarnoran and the others are not headed this way, but apparently they've made friends with a drow who is coming to get us. I did see Reluvir. God, I cannot remember his name. I did see Reluvir run that way, but from the messages that we received, it was pretty frantic, and it might be in our best interest to wait and meet up for some kind of backup. He was moving quite fast. I'm not sure that we could catch him or do anything to him by ourselves.
So should we wait or do we go back?
Should I stay or should I go?
I think either one. I didn't get much information from Sarnoran, and I can't talk to him. He has to talk to me.
He'll call me.
You could try.
You could
What a
try.
conundrum.
Yeah, send a message back, Cheryl.
Try it.
Yeah, I'm sure Cheryl would just think, where do we go? In the same way that he normally would for messages.
Stop sign. Pink. No, these are just my own thoughts.
Flying.
Flying.
Freedom. Weightlessness. Oh God.
What's around us right now? A bunch of drow.
So looking around, basically you see the entrance to the tower, which is a massive opening at the base of the structure. And then further down the road, there are some plants, but immediately around you, like in within 20 or 30 feet of you, there's not really any drow or plants. But basically looking down the street, it's everywhere. I mean,
Are there any drow coming in or out of the tower?
make a perception check for me.
I'm thinking, I'll say this to you, Cheryl, thinking maybe we could hide on the entrance of the tower. If there's no one coming in or out, we can just hide there, wait it out.
Yeah, Cheryl will nod.
Yeet!
You got to yeet.
That's a natural 20.
You got to yeet.
So, looking at the tower specifically, your eyes see into the darkness that is this entrance, and you trace the tower up to the giant hole where the light had been shining before, and you're actually able to see the silhouette of a female drow in a iridescent robe staring down at the calamity.
From the tower?
From the top of the tower, basically.
I want to go in there so bad.
You don't notice any drow
does
running.
Does it look like she sees me?
With your natural 20, you get the feeling that she sees everything from up there.
Like she'd see me even if I was invisible?
You're not able to tell that. But, yeah.
Why don't you ask her?
I mean, you would guess that, invisibility is invisible.
If I were invisible, could you see me?
Turns invisible. How about now?
Okay. But there's no one coming in or out of the tower.
Not on the floor that you can see. I mean, you're basically looking straight into what is the ground floor of this tower. And as you know, towers have many floors.
Yes, so I'm going to look at Cheryl and say, there's no one coming in or out. There's someone at the top, but it's fine. She can see us, but it's fine. So let's go hide inside the tower.
Cheryl's going to kind of reluctantly nod with now having that information, but go in. Assuming
Okay.
Taffy's like already going in without waiting for an answer.
Yeah.
Both of you roll me a stealth check.
Hey, Becca,
No
can you
pass
cast?
without a trace.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry, I didn't get that message.
Reception was bad.
What is it,
Quick
Sam?
math. I gotta use my calculator.
Is that a 4 or a 5?
That's 5.
Well, I rolled a 24, so can I hide him?
Cheryl's
not how
been
that
crouched behind Taffy.
Yeah,
That's why he's so easy to see.
So as you, hey, what's up, Jim? As you guys enter the tower, you notice that it's basically just a large ground floor with not much in the way of outcroppings or places to hide. It's very well crafted inside of here, as opposed to the rest of the city where there's a lot of like stony structures jutting out of the ground at random points. So Taffy, you kind of curl around the side of the entrance where it's the darkest and sort of crouch down in that spot. And you're pretty well hidden, even though you're like out in the open. And Cheryl, not being as stealthy, kind of follows your lead on the opposite side and crouches down, but it's not hidden at all. It's just like a little crouched elephant in the corner.
Oh my gosh.
Would I know if I were to like take out my my maul or flail, sorry, and light it? Would that draw any attention to us? Because
I
the smoke
imagine
coming
would
out of
draw
it.
Some attention.
Make a make a nature check. It's kind of a weird one, and the DC is super low, but
18.
Yes.
okay. Yeah, you know that anything that survives down here is accustomed to very dark environments, and if you introduce light in that way, they will definitely notice.
Even if it's just like smoldering little embers.
It also
smoking.
might be to your advantage, though.
Smoldering.
Yeah.
Yeah, the smoke could hide you.
You might blind them too.
January. Oh yeah.
Nah,
that-
I'm not that. I'm
With
not
an
that.
18, with an
hurting.
18, you do know that you might have a chance of temporarily blinding an enemy by passing an open flame near their face.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not that hurt for health to set that thing off.
So while you guys are hiding and figuring all this out, we're gonna rejoin our other half of the group.
Blue?
Uh,
Sorry, we
Sam and
split the
Becca, y'all
party.
tilt your camera down a little bit. It's kind of like tilted up a touch.
Me
No,
or
Sam and
Becca.
Yeah, right there. Whoop. Too much.
Whoop, there it is.
Split the difference. Sorry.
Way to go, Sam.
Right there.
Thank you.
So, what's funny is they just ducked into the tower, but I don't know that. So I'm sending the bird to go scout above for them in the street and to try
Yep.
to get their attention and bring them back here.
Make
But
Uh-huh.
if he notices anyone else looking at him, to immediately go back to the Feywild.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Get back that bay. Wow.
Okay. He gets +3 and advantage.
Your bird is from the Feywild?
Yep.
Did not know that.
Feywild friends.
That's pretty cool.
Give me just a second here. Sorry.
Yeah, no sweat.
It's not okay.
Shut up and ask you.
Unacceptable.
So that one's a 12, and that one is worse than a 12, so 15.
Okay. With a 15, you're able to navigate the city streets, and you have a pretty good understanding now of how the city is laid out. Based on where the owl is flying high above these structures, you can now kind of guess whereabouts Cheryl would have been based on like where you were and where you sent the message, and you were able to hear him, and he mentioned being in front of the tower, but you do not see Cheryl or Taffy.
Darn. I will let them know that I've had Harry sweep the whole city, and there's no sight of either of them.
Oh, no.
So
Oh, what's her
that
face? Leave.
they're in somewhere.
Fergie leave.
I was just about to get there. So you guys are all in that little hiding spot now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She as Sarnoran joins you and slips in, dusting off his fancy robes. Firmus looks at the three of you. She says, "Stay here, stay quiet, and Do not harm them.
Do you want us to take care of your kobold problem while you're gone?
As I said, do not harm them.
Oh, harm them. Them. These are the them. These are
They
them.
Can we
They have
unshackle
been.
them?
They have been. Sure, be my guest. I apologize. I only have so much time to. They've
Sorry,
been through
Jack,
more
go.
than you know. I'll be back. I hope I can find your friends. And
Thanks.
she
Bye.
darts out. You guys are left with 4 kobolds just kind of huddled in a corner, like looking at you awkwardly. One of them kind of cocks their head.
So what are you in for?
Do kobolds speak common?
I was
They
gonna ask if
can.
they speak
Don't care.
infernal, if they are infernal.
I'm doing it anyway.
Infernal.
Let me double check.
I'm saying it in common.
Also, Alex, I would like to say that, like, knowing that someone's supposed to be looking for us, I'd like to be trying to, like, keep an eye out for someone
Okay.
who doesn't look like they're running towards the danger. You know?
Yeah, they do speak common. One of them kind of steps up and he's like, "We were prisoners.
Of whom?
The Drow."
Which?
Like the one that just left. You're her
Why-
prisoner.
She's
Why is
different.
what's different about her?
She's nice.
She give you food?
Have y'all had anything to eat?
Yeah, sometimes.
Can I give them? Do you need something more to eat?
I'd like to try to pick the like
Yeah. Can we help
the hand,
you?
the
Can we help
shackles
you
or whatever.
unshackle?
if they'll let me.
Yes. Trip is hungry. Yes.
Oh, all right.
What?
I'm
No,
gonna give-
not food. What?
Yeah, I'm giving them some rations. Trip.
Okay, we have extra food.
Rations?
I'm gonna be. I'll go to pick the things that they'll let me.
I'm gonna give one of them a biscuit that I had taken with me from the place. It's
Biscuit.
kind of old. It's stale, but
You give Trip the biscuit, and he holds it in his mouth. His eyes go wide, and his jaw opens, and then for a moment he stops and he looks at the other 3, and he breaks it into 4 pieces. He gives one to each,
Wow.
biscuit. I have
and then
3 more.
and then munches.
That is
I'm gonna-
quite uncharacteristic for someone of your stature, just so you know.
And I'm gonna give them some rations too. I also have bacon.
Who taught you to
I
be
don't
so
share
nice?
that.
It wasn't your mum. Who taught you to be nice?
I've been through a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, everyone has, whatever. But how did you like learn sharing? I've never seen a kobold do that.
That's how we survive. Where did you come from? Do you
don't wanna-
share?
I did.
Do you not know share?
No, I do know share, but most kobold don't know share. That's what I was saying.
She's a really good singer.
I know share. Trip is
I
very
know Share
smart.
too.
Trip is very smart.
Thanks, Trip. Can we help you unshackle? Did we already do that?
I can say that, like, as you know, this conversation is happening, you guys are
Okay.
kind of helping them get the shackles the rest of the way off. They're on there pretty tight, and you kind of realize why they may not have gotten them entirely off. And when you are finally able to loose a few of them, you notice that their wrists are kind of scarred
I have a-
from where that was.
Yeah, I have a lock picking set and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming I'm
Yeah.
like
Fake rogue.
real rogue, just no class levels.
He sure lies like a rogue.
You do.
Have you seen kobold before?
Yes, they were not nice. They did not know share.
Where?
Back, sort of that way. The
Sort
big
of
dragon
that
was.
way.
over there somewhere.
Above.
The dragon?
There was one. Yep.
The liberator.
No.
What?
He more like the eater, I think, if you want to give him a title.
Oh.
It's more like snack time, I think.
What did the Liberator look like?
Trip doesn't know.
Do you worship this liberator?
There are probably some liberators, but probably a lot more eaters than there are liberators.
Sure.
That's the thing about religion. That is liberation to them.
Do you know? Do you have stories of what the liberator looks like?
Big.
Big. Yeah.
Big dragon.
Color?
No.
None. Great. A big colorless dragon.
Interesting. I'm gonna give them some water too, Alex.
How long have you been here?
Glug, 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 glug.
Chokes on the water.
Trip was born here.
You were born as a prisoner.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
Can you
the Drow?
read?
here in these Drow, with these Drow, like in the city.
With
Yes.
Fergie?
How long have you known
Fergie, share.
fermentation process? What's that everything is?
Fermentation process.
Trip was saved a couple weeks ago.
Oh. We were just saved tonight.
Are you prisoners too?
Not on purpose.
Not
I guess.
Not yet.
We're trying not to be.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anyone else have a name?
Yeah. This is Splat. And
Oh.
this is Ding. And this is Zoc.
Do any of them talk?
They all answer like yes.
Great.
They look up from their like biscuit meal and they're like, yes, we talk.
Like peanut butter baby. You hear me?
Yeah.
Peanut butter baby. Ah.
Ah. Dude, peanut butter would be a good thing to have as adventurers.
So while you guys are chatting
We
up
need
these little kobold prisoners, we're gonna jump back over to Taffy and Cheryl. As you all are hiding in the throne room, Taffy, you notice it first. A couple of Drow are coming down the stairway that leads into this main room,
The
and
stairway in relation to where me
it's
and-
opposite the doorway. So
So this is the doorway, this is me, this is Cheryl, this is the stairs.
yeah,
So when they come down, they'd see either of us.
yeah,
Got
you
it.
get the feeling that you might be good enough.
I'm gonna cast my invisible wand on Cheryl.
Okay.
Do I notice these people coming down?
Does he notice the wand being cast on him?
What do you mean,
Notice-
these people?
You notice that Taffy turns you invisible, and then you notice the people coming down.
If I feel that I can get it off, get off like the words without without anyone.
I'm so sorry.
Without them hearing, I would like to suggest to Taffy that we leave, knowing that Sarnorn told me a Drow was coming, and so I'm so sorry, and so that likely they would be a riot, and they would we're never gonna see them again. That they would likely be coming from outside.
I can say that you were able to pass that information along to her while you all were waiting before
Okay.
they were coming down.
So then, I would like to suggest like we just get out of the tower.
Okay,
Run.
then if that was passed along to me before we saw the people, does not make him invisible. Because they need to be able to see him to find us.
Okay.
Why are you guys laughing?
I'm
Oh, why are
laughing
you
because this is
laughing?
like walking that back.
Right.
So you guys exit the tower after a few minutes of hiding in there. You notice that there is still calamity in the streets, but it is beginning to calm down a bit. There are several dead Drow on the ground, but a couple more of the plant figures still roaming the streets and being dealt with. You get the feeling that though you have not been a threat to the Drow as of, recently, that might change pretty soon.
Okay. I'm gonna I know that Sarnorin likes to send out his bird. Can I see if I see that bird?
Look for the bat signal.
Make a perception check for me.
Nine.
You do not see the bird.
Cool.
Looking up, you see only the cave ceilings, some, oddly enough, cave cobwebs at the very top that you might guess, some big spiders.
Good. So I see spider webs.
BGS
Way up there, though. I mean, that's like...
Phase spiders, distance doesn't matter.
It
They
kind of
just
does.
pop
Distance is not a problem for them.
in. Yeah, they just pop in.
So knowing those people are coming down the stairs, I would like to get out of eyesight of the entrance of the tower and
You want me to
kind
make
of
you invisible?
What?
No, because like you said, we may need to be spotted. It's tricky because we need to be seen by a Drow,
one
but
person,
not the other one.
but
Yeah,
not
I know.
Yeah.
I'm 11, so
Yeah. Well, you're 18 in the head,
Well,
but
it's not very smart
yeah,
either
still-
way.
so yeah, Cheryl's gonna kind of suggest that we get out of eyesight of the doorway so that if they haven't seen us or know that we're there already, that they don't
Notice.
see us when they exit the tower.
Okay. So moving out of the way of the doorway, you actually pull Taffy back down the alleyway that you came through to try and hide there. And you see the two Drow rush out of the tower towards some of the remaining plants down the streets. Doesn't look like they noticed you, or if they did, doesn't look like they care very much right now.
Okay, then I'd like to step out where it's a little bit more visible again once they're gone. Cheryl is sweating bullets right now because he is so nervous.
It's like, what do they look like? I don't know. So
So does it look like most of these Drow are hostile in general, or like if I started walking up to random Drow and asking like, "Are you the one that's?"
Oh,
coming?"
Jesus.
They might start trying to fight me.
What about
make an insight check.
Let it also be known that
Oh,
if
no.
Taffy starts walking towards any of these Drow, Cheryl's going to strongly suggest that we don't do that.
I mean, she's 11.
How
Pick
does
her
it
up.
always end up me and Cheryl every time?
Because
No
Cheryl
self-control
cares.
and not going to say anything.
That's perfect. That's so perfect. Okay. So you literally skip out of the alleyway.
It's technically an 8.
Yeah, no, Cheryl's gonna try not to let her go near
she's
Drow, Alex.
she's 11. Just grab her.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I would suggest that if she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this," I'd be like, "That's a bad idea." But if she's just doing it, Cheryl's gonna be like, "No."
I wasn't just doing it.
Make a strength or dexterity check. So
here's the thing.
athletic. Well, just do athletics. Sorry.
I was trying to determine if I was gonna do that,
It's
or if
Set-
I thought that they were gonna be nice. So that makes me think that they're gonna be nice to
not.
me. Because
Yes.
got it.
like so nice that you're like, "Of course,
Too
I'm
nice.
just
But I
going."
Yeah, they haven't attacked me in a while.
But I didn't say I was doing it.
I got a 17 on my acrobatics
Yeah, you
check
grabbed me.
or athletics, either one. It's the same plus
I
for
weigh like
both.
20 pounds.
82 pounds.
Make a contested roll, Taffy.
Contested strength.
Athletics.
What did you roll?
82
17.
Oh, thank God. 15. I was like,
Please
I
don't have
a
any
plus to
modifiers. You begin to skip out of the alleyway, and Cheryl's like, "Oh no, you don't!" He grabs you with his trunk and pulls you back in like Kane on stage, like yeet. He keeps you from going talk to any of the Drow.
Did you roll a 15 on the dice too,
I
Morgan?
did.
Wow. Yeah, I had a +2.
I was like,
rolled
I
the
don't
same
think I
thing.
have anything, but please, God, don't let me have a +2.
So, I want both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
If it's against charmed or frightened, I have advantage. But otherwise,
see.
You're just going to throw up.
Constitution, you said?
Yep.
Constitution. 13 for me.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah. So,
Just highs and lows.
Cheryl,
Natural
as soon
one,
as
natural
you-
20.
Chaotic energy is flowing.
as soon as you pull Taffy back in, you feel that like the threat has subsided, but then things begin to get a little funky for you.
Circles, man.
Fucking
They're
circles.
coming for you.
Let's see what it is this time.
Rhombuses. Or is it rhombi?
Romboom.
Rhombe.
Rabambe?
Rabambe.
E-Bombay.
Rid-it-dit-dit-dit-do.
He's
Okay.
reading
Yep.
the book.
So, you feel an immense pressure. It feels like you're being watched, but times 1,000. And as you reach up and clutch your holy symbol, your hand begins to burn a bit. And instantly you know that some elder evil has turned its eye on you specifically and is watching you currently.
Cheryl, high as shit.
I'm gonna turn to Taffy and say, "What? So an elder evil has taken what I know, like physically, it's looking at me, or it's like metaphysically, like.
So it's not scrying, but it's it's
so
its attention is on you, more or less.
It's the
I would turn to Taffy and say,
I
I
have
might take you
Sauron.
up on that invisibility now.
Okay.
Cheryl is now invisible.
Do I still have that feeling?
Yes.
Damn it.
Okay. So finally, Taffy, as soon as you turn Cheryl invisible, you can still see him.
Yes.
But out of the corner of your eye, you see a female drow round the corner. She's like, "You must be Taffy."
You must be the drow we've been looking for.
Cheryl's gonna say, "Oh, thank God."
These
These
are
are
not
not
the
the
drows.
drow you're looking for.
Where's the other one?
He's right here.
Where?
Right here.
I did speak.
Where?
I don't know if that
I'm gonna-
breaks
Cheryl,
invisibility
give
or
me
not.
a high five. And he
How's that?
hears
I'm gonna
it.
give it.
She. She looks at you.
Cheryl's gonna
like
say,
you're
I stand
freaking
out.
Nuts.
Cheryl's gonna say, "I stand out." So we figured invisibility might be the best course of action for someone of my.
I understand.
Stature.
We don't have much time left. I need to get you to a safe place.
Okay.
Follow me.
Should I
And
also be invisible?
That would help, actually. Yes.
Done.
Okay.
Blap! Bye, bitch!
I can't see either of you,
But
so
we're
I'll
here.
just try to keep up.
Yeah.
So she begins to navigate back, and to
She can't know she lost y'all.
Cheryl's
except for
fucking
the-
dummy
yeah,
thick
the-
though.
Right? She just hears thomps behind her.
for the sake of kind of catching up with everybody, you are able to follow Firmus back to the hiding place, where she kind of squeezes in, and Taffy squeezes in behind her.
Will Cheryl fit?
Cheryl, it's going to be a real tight fit for you, bud.
Cheryl is a medium character. I know everyone says he's huge. I like to remind you that of every time that Cheryl's just a
Yeah.
medium character.
But he's an elephant man.
No, he
just
gets
dummy-
all the perks of being large and none of the drawbacks.
He's just dummy thick. He just got some thick
He just
thighs,
He's
dummy-
man.
thick with two C's.
When he's carrying things, he has
just
the
a
carrying
man
capacity of
with a trunk on his
large
face.
He just
creature,
he got a
but
trunk.
he
You know what I'm
takes up
saying?
space of a medium
Just
creature.
let the drunk people have sex and get married.
Make
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, trunk people.
make a
He just don't
make
drop
a
his phone
dexterity
when he
check
does
for
it.
me. Anyway.
He's right. He's big
City Heart
boned.
said
Nice.
Cheryl's big boned.
Dex was 15.
Okay. It is a tight squeeze, but you're able to squeeze through. You get the feeling that if you had had
yeah.
a claustrophobic spell as you were kind of passing through, you might have gotten stuck because you had to like let the air out of your lungs to squeeze through. And
Well,
so
with that gigantic shifting of rock, I assume Cheryl just made it in.
Damn.
the group is back together, and nobody died.
And nobody can see us.
Nobody can see either of you.
Yeah, and I can't dispel that, right? Like I can't choose to
You can
because
do
you
an
cast
action.
it on me, right?
You can do it.
yeah,
you
but
can
I
do an action.
think you can
Sort.
spend an.
Yeah.
Please just go stand next to the kobold and scare the ever living shit out of them.
Okay, hold on. Let me look it up.
You can just do an action, Cheryl.
Yeah, but I don't want to just like
Let's do this.
appear swinging my freaking hammer down or whatever, you know?
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Do you have a cantrip?
I do.
Like a
I'm going to
healing-
cast guidance on myself.
There you
There
go. Now you're glowing too.
Yeah.
God.
I'm gonna cast, does the kobold look dirty?
All 4 of the kobolds look very dirty.
I'm gonna
Ask.
cast
Dirty ass kobolds.
prestidigitation.
Ask them. Ask. Consent. Ask.
She
I'm
just did it.
invisible.
Yeah, she just did
That's
it.
true.
So
I'm
That is very
casting
Taffy
it
to just do
become
it, too, without
uninvisible.
you see Firmus come back in, and just as you're about to ask, like, did you find them? Where are they? You see Cheryl appear in like glowing radiance, and then Taffy
Cupcakes.
just blips into existence
You
and
smell
cleans
cupcakes.
the kobolds. Yeah, you smell cupcakes. The kobolds are like panicked for a second. Ah! Ah!
Clean.
Clean. Thank you.
Who do they think did that? Because
Bop, zing, whatever.
I guess she would have become
You know what? Yeah. She became invisible. Uninvisible.
Invisible.
Invisible.
Wait. Wait.
I said
does
that. I'm the one who fucked
does-
Alex up.
Does invisible mean the same thing as invisible?
Also, uninvisible is the same as visible.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining right now.
Double negative. There you go. Yeah, she reappeared as she cast, so they know it was her. So Firmus says, "No, sorry. I know it's a tight squeeze in here, but I can't just leave the rest of my kin behind. I need to go help them."
I think we fit fine in here.
You're kind
So-
of mean.
What's the
They can be, yes.
What's the end goal here? How does being hidden in your city help us? I missed
Well,
that part.
Perhaps I can.
And
give
why
you-
do some of your kin have spiders for legs?
These are all questions I can answer later, but I can at least tell you that my hope is to get you out of the city safely. I
Insight.
don't want any.
Yeah,
Okay.
inside check.
Inside.
I also want to ask her a question.
That's 12.
She's telling the truth.
That was a +6 to that too, by the way. That was
Nice. What was it you wanted to do, Taffy?
After she finishes talking.
My hope is to get you all out of the city safely, but of course I don't know where you're trying to go, and it can be a challenge. I saw an opportunity to bring you here while everyone else was distracted, and so I took it.
Yeah, we're going to a really cold place. We're going to Mount
So,
Burn.
We're going.
so why couldn't we go towards the tower? Why couldn't we follow Reluvir?
I promise I will be back later to answer all these questions.
Okay,
please-
bye.
Pinky promise.
Please stay here.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're going to continue teaching the kobold
Teaching?
their ABCs.
What?
That's what I'm doing right now.
All right.
Preschool teachering the kobolds.
Yeah.
So Firmus makes her
I'm
way.
all about sharing knowledge, man. I'm doing it.
Firmus makes her way back outside, and you can hear her footfalls disappearing as she runs into the distance. Things are quieter now, and Cheryl and Taffy, as you approached this area, you noticed that there were several slain plants and not any more drow in the area. It looks like they're all concentrating their efforts on cleansing the city of whatever evil this is.
What was the kobold's name?
Trip.
The one who was speaking? Trip.
Trip.
Yeah.
Hey, Trip.
Yeah.
She's always been pretty good to you.
Yes.
Can I insight check him?
They just met a couple weeks ago, mate.
Sure.
I don't think it's love or anything.
Dang.
9.
You get the feeling that Trip is a terrible liar, and that if he was trying to lie to you, you would know it.
Alex
he is
rolled
not.
a natural 1. Is that what that says?
We'll never know.
There
She's
would be no way of
never-
knowing.
But you've been here for weeks, right? That's the...
He's been here his whole life.
Hey, who's born here?
Here. Weeks.
Here.
Years.
Why use more word when less do trick?
Sea world.
You
Ocean.
get the feeling
fish.
that Common is at best a second language, and that
Do they
he
speak
also.
Infernal?
Does anyone speak Draconic?
Draconic? Or do they speak Infernal?
They speak
Uh,
Draconic.
I
Draconic.
speak infernal.
No,
They're
what?
like
They're
little
not
dragon
demons.
The little
I
dragon.
don't know
Thieves
anything.
can't.
Maybe they speak Infernal.
They're
Back
they're
off.
Thieves'
dragons.
Cant is a variation of Common, basically. So no. Well, probably not.
They'd
No,
probably
like,
just be
they
like,
can't-
"Why are you
Yeah.
saying these
Never-
words?"
Yeah, like if you ever watched Breakfast at Tiffany's, like in the middle of it when she was like passing knowledge to that guy in the prison, that's Thieves' Cant.
Say that
Just
again.
Thieves
watch it.
can't make a normal sentence
She's
Like-
without
probably
hiding a
that.
message in it.
The vulture
What?
flies
Thanks,
at
Alex.
midnight.
I did. No, what, Bex?
I said if you ever watch Breakfast at Tiffany's when she's
She,
at
she hasn't seen
She
it
has
though.
Yeah.
not seen it.
Thieves
No,
can't.
we'll watch
Thieves
it.
can't.
But yeah, like I was just explaining that because like what Will said is basically Thieves' Cant. It's like you think it's like on Tuesday the weather will be fine, but on Wednesday the weather will be frosty.
Yeah, did you watch
And-
Umbrella Academy?
Yes.
It's the Russians.
Gotcha.
It's just a way to talk where you and the person you're talking to understand what you're saying, but everybody else just hears you
Heidi's-
talking
Cipher
normally.
text.
Heidi said her character speaks Infernal, so we can get her on the Zoom call.
Kobolds speak Draconic.
I do have tongues, but I don't have very many spell slots left.
How many do you have?
tongues
You
you
just got them
got?
in a
Just
bag.
the one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
My back hurts so bad.
So yeah, that's why he's kind of speaking in broken Common.
Cool.
Can we take like a short rest right now?
Definitely.
Can we
I kind of
try?
expect you guys to. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we take a actual break in real life as well?
Yeah. Now's probably a good
Quick
time for a
little-
break. We're about halfway
yeah.
through.
Yeah.
So, everybody, we're gonna take a quick bio break. Maybe take the dogs out real
Yeah.
quick.
Cheryl's going
2 minutes,
pooping.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Cheryl's gonna go poop.
We'll be back in about 5.
BRB.
Beer B.
Burb.
Burp.
Is the word.
And we're back.
Howdy.
Hey.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hey,
By the way, if anybody wasn't here for the beginning of the stream and hasn't noticed yet, we have some new emotes. They're super cute. I'm super happy with them. It makes me super happy to see Cheryl hugging his little heart. You know, it's cute.
I really like the hype one. I've been using that one a lot in our Discord.
Pretty great.
It's a perfect representation of Becca
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there they
and
are.
Arsinoe by extension.
We have one more of Sarnoran that will be coming soon.
Hopefully.
Or if you subscribe at tier 2, you can get it now. Just saying.
Yeah, you can do that too.
I don't subscribe to tier 2. Just I would appreciate it immensely, but don't do it.
Tier 2 subscription. Free Sarnorn. Hashtag Free Sarnorn.
Hashtag free.
it'll be
Sarnorn.
free soon
Free
enough.
Sarnoran.
free sorry.
Oh my gosh.
So, in completing your, you okay?
Yeah, I just hate headphones.
Oh, cool.
Cool. They hurt my ears after a while.
In completing your short rest, oh god,
Oh,
Keep going. Just
bless.
pretend
The
like it's not
pups
happening.
came.
Just pretend
The
like it's
puppening.
not happening.
The puppening. Do I hear anything from my
That's all the
god?
fighting outside
No,
going
you just
on.
hear dogs
That's
barking.
Yeah.
Drow.
puppos. Did somebody just try and open the door?
I don't know. I'm checking the camera.
That was me. I'm at your house.
I just went and banged on your door real quick.
Ding dong ditch.
Yeah.
I'll go grab it.
For the 5-minute
Okay.
break.
Right after the break.
Yeah. Sorry, Morgan ordered some Smoothie King. Yeah, she tried to time it with the
Oh my
break, but it didn't
gosh.
work out. We'll wait for her to come back here.
Is it because I was drinking Smoothie King?
Probably.
100%,
Did
that's
she
why.
see the Smoothie King?
Yeah.
You are.
Funny.
Dude,
So-
influenced.
If anybody is interested in all the borking noises going down in the background,
Bork.
we have some commands to tell you about our puppos. If you want to type !puppers in the chat, you get to find out all about the little doggos that interrupt the stream constantly. Or, my chatbot might not be working. That's entirely possible.
Is it puppers
Frickin'
or is it
Craig.
doggos?
It's puppers.
Thought it was peppers.
Yep.
Let me fix
Somebody
this.
tried. and
Let me
don't
fix
work.
this. We're
It's not
fixing this.
doggos.
I have a second. I'm fixing it. No,
Frickin'
it's not.
I
Craig.
got a second. Hold on.
Way to go, Craig.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Put a little pepper in it. Mortal Kombat.
Loading.
Here.
Oh, thank you.
What'd you get, Mo?
Not food. You can eat it.
It's not food. You can eat it.
Will it work now?
Four-legged beasties.
Nope. Gonna have to fix that later. That's what I get for updating Streamlabs chatbot.
Yep.
I
can
updated
tell
that
you
right
all
before the
about
stream.
it.
Pop.
We have 3 puppers: Lucy, Fritz, and Pepper.
Yep. That's all. That's all.
They're really loud.
They are very loud.
And
They're barking again.
there's no one at the door, though. They're just
Doing that.
proactively barking.
They just don't know how to
So-
climb down from their feelings.
Takes a minute.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So you guys finish your short rest easily enough, but Firmus has not returned, and you actually notice the 4 kobolds kind of curling up in their corner and going to sleep. They all sleep nearly on top of each other.
Oh, like
Just all-
Before they start to go to sleep, I want to ask them, how long does she usually wait between visits?
She'll be back soon. It's different sometimes.
Okay.
All right.
And they go to
Sounds
sleep.
All right.
Thanks, Trip. You've been an enormous help.
Way to say nothing.
If they're going to sleep, Cheryl's gonna instead of short rest, gonna try and get some shut eye, I guess.
There is definitely enough room for several of you to sleep, but not for all of you at the same time. It's
Yeah.
a small alcove.
I'm not sleeping.
we can't sleep like Charlie and Chocolate Factory grandparents.
I mean, it's basically.
You mean
basically
beef
is that.
freeloaders?
Yeah, right.
Decide we can walk when there's something in it for us?
I will stay up for the first part of watch.
I'll stay with her.
Okay.
Ooh, good.
Before I go to, never mind. It's bright. It might draw attention. Never mind.
Good call. Good call. Both of you make perception checks, or one of you make a perception check with advantage. You pick.
I got good perception, Mo. What you got?
Okay, you go.
Good at perceiving.
Mine is average.
Oh, dude, that's pretty good. Without advantage, it is a 26.
Nice.
Okay.
With
I'm
advantage,
gonna
it is a 26.
I'm going to take that 26. The other one was 10.
So your time goes by relatively uneventfully, and honestly, it's hard to keep your eyes open just staring straight out at the opening.
I do want to ask a question of Taffy.
What's up?
If we were about to pop over. Taffy, you were saying earlier that you felt like this area was, you got an odd feeling from it. And then you ran after the guy with the crystal falling from the sky.
Yeah.
Could you tell me
Elaborate on that?
Yeah, could you just tell me what the? Because I don't know. I only know a little. I only just found out about all of your meteorite powers.
Yeah. So, remind me before I talk. You said that this whole place had that energy, or the thing glowing had that?
The thing glowing was what was emanating that
Okay,
energy, but
that's
it was
Yep.
pouring over the entire city.
I just wanted to make sure I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So, as soon as we got here, I could, tell that from the way that the elder in my village had described it to me, that the glowing stone atop the tower emitted the same type of energy that was found at the site of the meteorite. In the stone that he had given to the other wood elf?
Snow elf.
Snow elf that had helped their village out. And just from the way he described it to me, it is the same energy.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's
Not
helpful.
sure what that means, and that's why I chased him, because quite obviously that meteorite had some kind of powers,
Yeah.
and it seems like it could be pretty dangerous in the wrong hands.
All right. Thanks. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Didn't know why you ran after it.
Yeah, that's why.
By the way, to Cheryl and I guess Ren, you guys are both sleeping. I don't know if Sarnoran is, but
Yeah, we're sleeping.
you guys are not able to gain the benefits of a long rest
Why?
because it has not been long enough. You can pass the time this way.
Now,
When's the last time we long rested?
So the last time you long rested was in the spider cave, but since then, only about 6 hours has passed.
Gotcha. Well, that sucks.
Darn.
Oh, okay.
now I can swap my spells per long rest. Is that one of the benefits of long rest?
Yeah. So
Okay.
you wouldn't be getting the benefits of a long rest. You're basically just passing the time this way.
Let me undo that.
Is there still chaos going on outside?
It's definitely quieted down quite a lot. And Taffy and Cheryl could tell you that on their way in, they noticed not a whole lot going on this particular city street. By the time that Fermus had found them, a lot of the calamity had been dealt with, even on the main street, where it appeared to be at its worst.
Yeah, I mean, if I can't get a long rest, I'm not gonna go to sleep. There's no point.
Yeah, same. If I can't sleep,
And-
I might just kind of like sit down and
Yeah.
be there.
Sorry, I honestly keep doing that. I keep allowing you guys to long rest before you're actually supposed to be able to. And this is like the first time I actually caught myself. So I was just kind of like, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all
How long
good.
does it have to be?
Full
it,
day.
It has to be a full day. I would give it to you on 16 hours
Okay.
because full.
You got to be awake
Yeah.
for like
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
my little wand
Mhm.
regenerates at the beginning of every day.
Mhm.
Is it currently nighttime?
It's 6 hours past our last rest.
Yeah, and your last rest had ended at about 1 a.m. So
So
Yeah,
it's like
and
midday.
honestly,
Yeah.
probably a good
It's
way of
6 in the
figuring
morning.
out is when Cheryl could stop seeing in the dark. That'd be a good way to figure out how time passes down here.
That is a good way.
Got 2 more hours.
Okay.
I feel my eyes.
My
Slowly
third eye.
starting to go.
It's getting real dark.
Hey, Taffy.
Yeah?
Do you how much of that how much you got on that wand left?
Yeah, how much you got in that wand?
I have 1 charge left.
One charge? Okay.
Don't do it.
She made us both invisible.
Yeah, and I had already.
Cheryl
used it.
panicked.
It's all good. You're here. I'm just wondering if it's worth trying to find our way out of here or waiting for Fergie or not.
It doesn't seem like she's going to be coming back anytime soon.
Let's just ditch, man. What we need her for?
I mean, she didn't describe to us how she was going to get us out.
I'm pretty sure we know how to get out.
Do we?
I thought this
We
was
don't
gonna
really
be a
know how we
secret
got in.
library too.
We do know how we got in.
What did you say?
I thought this was going to be a secret library too. It's not.
No, I think you were a little over.
I don't think they read books down here.
I saw someone read a book earlier.
Yeah, we all do.
I mean, I think the only books are in the scary tower.
Why does everybody keeping the books in scary towers?
You can go,
Because that's where you
can
keep
go
books.
To the tower. Do you want to go get books?
Books contain lots of
No,
power.
no.
You know
Should-
this.
Definitely not a
I'm
good idea
no, we're not-
right
we're not
now.
gonna do that, Taffy.
You and I can go look around if you want.
Last time we went in the tower, you
Never
died.
did anything fun. That was so pre.
Shall I remind you?
That was so 11-year-old of you. Absolutely best RPG
Do you guys
ever.
have some bad luck with towers or something that I'm?
Oh yeah.
Do you not
The
remember when you met
worst.
us?
I
you remember
died
how
once in a
grumpy
tower.
we all were? Yeah, she died. He got all kinds of darker energy because of it. I mean, we've been.
I got
I'm
captured
fine.
twice.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, that's fair. Do you want to go check this one out?
No.
I mean, I do, but I don't really feel like right now would be a good time because it just had an outsider try to steal something. Honestly, I don't know why we're really.
Do you think they have anything cool? You wanted to go take it?
I don't want to go. Stop.
What is wrong with
I
you?
don't want to go take it.
What?
I want to
Mr.
learn
Sticky Fingers over here.
it. God, do you need to steal something? God, I'll give you something to steal.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, that's not how. It
No, I don't steal.
You're the one
You
who said-
can't have this.
Don't take it from me.
Here.
I feel like we need to just go.
I want to leave these
Maybe once we're
kobolds
all
here.
a little better prepared.
Alex, earlier could I have done like during that short
Spells.
rest? Could I have done a religion check to meditation station?
Yeah. Go ahead and
Meaning
make your
Taffy.
religion check.
Can I make a religion check to counter her religion check?
Do it. Oh,
Can I make a
Come on.
fart check to try and break her
20.
concentration?
20.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
She got a natural 20. Is what she
Sorry,
said.
Alex.
Yes, you did. No, don't be sorry.
I didn't know if we were just yelling too much in your ears.
You hear nothing very clearly.
Hell yeah!
Our God literally appears.
You
before
feel
her.
extremely in tune with your spirit guardian, and
Man, she is a bitch.
as you close your eyes, you expect a vision of immense proportion with very detailed instructions. But instead, you're met with blackness, a cacophony of laughing voices,
Again.
And-
Ugh.
the sound of rushing water, crashing steel.
Crashing steel.
And that's all you get.
Oh,
We're gonna die.
Having an effect on your person.
What'd you say, Sam?
Dealing with the darkness over here.
You don't know that. I didn't say anything out loud. Back off,
Seems
That
pretty
wasn't-
dark.
bruh.
Oh, okay.
I can read your mind. I already
Step
know.
off. No, you can't.
Make an Arcana check, Arsenaway.
Oh, okay. Where's Arcana? Oh, Arcana spelled
In the
out.
A's.
Right there. Oh, thank you for not rolling. 19.
Nice. You get the feeling that you are still able to communicate with your spirit guide, but this violet light that seems to power and feed everything in the Underdark seems to be interfering with some aspects of your connection.
A violet light.
Violet.
The
or
violet.
Oh, violet. Sorry, thank you.
Violet. You're turning violet.
Yeah, take them notes, girl.
Oh, so yeah.
The light from
Yeah,
the
the other
crystal.
day I was rewatching old videos to keep the lore up in my head.
Oh my gosh.
I am obsessed
She
with
is
all of
dedicated.
so the violet light is the crystal that Taffy was talking about also. I'm trying to make sure that I understand.
Because of your high Arcana check, you distinctly know that that is not the violet light that's causing you problems. It is the light that is emanating from all points of the Underdark. The light that was being pushed up from beneath the pillars that you made your way across. This other light from the crystal is something else entirely.
Spooky shit.
For a place that's so dark, there's a lot of lights.
It's like the bottom of the ocean. Luminescent.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna take notes in my character too.
Keep a dream journal.
Yeah.
I do.
So you guys continue to wait, I'm assuming? Or
I mean, how long has it been since she left?
Let's give it another half hour.
at this point it has been about
Few
an
hours.
hour and a half, yeah.
Yeah, I think give her another like half hour.
Do you want to go look around?
I mean, I do, but the problem is that I feel like she was the first person that actually tried to not kill us, and so I would like for her help, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, I want to get out of here because I don't even know why we went to the Underdark in the first place. I feel like we could have survived walking over the mountain, but that was just me.
That's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, but like, so now that
'Cause
we're
we're
here, I
down
feel
here
like we
We
should
already out here.
I know, but like, that's what I'm saying is like, I feel like we should just get out of here. Why are we here?
We're passing through. That's what we've always been doing.
No, that's what I understand. I'm like, can't
Oh, you don't want to stay and talk to the lady?
I don't know. Should we?
Well,
Probably
Why
should
not?
figure out why she's willing to bring us along.
yeah, I mean, at least so that she doesn't come looking for us again, eh? She did find us before,
She did.
and we
Well,
would
I mean,
hate for
and,
her to
like,
get caught
and-
up in something.
And also in her defense, we were making a lot of ruckus. I mean, and we just killed one of her kin. I mean, like.
Hey, that's not
tell
our
her
fault.
that. I feel like we
Technically, we
tell her
didn't kill
that.
him. Or do you mean the one we cut their heads off? We killed that one, yeah.
We killed that one.
Yeah.
No, get it out of your house.
It's fine. He's a
Oh my
friend.
gosh,
Yeah, he's
I'm
a
never
friend.
coming over again.
I will get him out before you come over.
So as you all are discussing this, you hear footsteps from around the other side of the rock.
We're gonna be quiet.
I'll pull out my crossbow and ready an Eldritch Blast. For if it's someone who isn't her. What?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I was like, what? What?
I didn't do anything.
So
What?
aggressive.
What? We're just being loud with each other.
So
Hang on. I don't want to just shoot someone who walks in, but if they look like they're about to do anything aggressive, they're going to get shot in the face.
got it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. In the
Okay,
face.
Valfar.
Yeah.
So kind of crouched
Right.
opposite the corner with your crossbow ready, a bolt loaded, even though everyone knows good and well that you don't even need that. She appears. Faramis comes back through the hole and looks at you. She says, please,
No, you're fine.
it's just me.
Precautionary. Sure you understand?
She looks a bit less well kept. Coming back, her hair's kind of tossed aside.
Did y'all catch him?
Some sweat on her brow, dents in her armor, and a bloodied lip.
Did y'all catch him?
That looked like that hurt.
Go back.
It did, and no, we have not. We had our hands full enough trying to deal with the madness that he caused.
Do you know which direction he ran off to?
He was last seen on the west side of the city. So on the opposite side of the tower from where we all are. Though I'd imagine that by this time he's found some other place to hide.
So for Cheryl, or for my reference, is that the way that we came into town, or is that the way we're going to get out of town, or neither?
So you guys came in on the southeastern part of town, and he was last seen on the western part of town. You guys are trying to go north.
Gotcha. Cheryl,
So
I was just trying to gauge if he's going back to where we entered the Underdark from.
One more second. We came in southeast.
We're going north.
We came in on the southeast.
Uh-huh.
We saw him on the west.
Cheryl saw him, saw a snow elf. You'd imagine that it's probably him near the tower, which is kind of in the center.
Okay, and then we're trying to go north.
Yeah.
Where are we currently?
You are currently in the southeast quadrant, but
Like,
more
Close to where we came in.
not super close, but about an hour's walk into the city.
Okay.
I got a question for you, Fermis. Fermis? Sorry, am I mispronouncing that?
Firmus.
Fermis. Would you all be open to help? From
I would
not
be.
Drow.
As you may have guessed, you may not have quite the luck you'd want with my kin. I seek to help those in need, no matter their race and, well, I don't want bloodshed for my own kin, but when I can, I protect the lives that I can.
Why them? Why these kobolds? What do they mean to you?
I've seen the injustices done to them over the years, and though it is hard to steal them away without implicating myself somehow, when I have the chance, I do take them, bring them to this holding point here, and once again, when I have a chance, we'll allow one or two to leave at a time.
Are the kobolds still sleeping?
Yeah, they're still sleeping.
What are they used for? Before you get your hands on them.
And after.
Digging. They're exceptional diggers, actually. If you weren't aware, they can tunnel better than most other cave-dwelling beings, and they're not native
didn't know
to this
that.
area. The goal originally was to tunnel beneath the bedrock and gain access to Olskana. It's a bit of a double-edged sword in a way that I don't want my people to cause trouble for those on the surface, but I would eventually like my people to rejoin those on the surface, so perhaps it was naive of me to think that this was a means to both ends at the same time.
Why are you guys trying to go to Olskana?
It's no great secret that the Drow hold quite a grudge against the other races, specifically the Snow Elves, for being banished here. Some would argue that we've survived and become stronger, but I've been taught that it's not been that way. It's made us calloused and compassionate. I want better for my people.
I appreciate that.
And so, where do the kobolds go after?
After what?
You said you'll let one or two go at a time.
Well, they try to escape in any way that they can. I don't have high hopes, but I do like to think that at least a few of them have made it out somehow.
So you don't
Didn't
actually
we see one running earlier when we were in the
we did.
Underdark?
Yeah, they were very thin too. Where
You
did
say
you
as
learn
much.
This kind of kindness? Sorry, if you were saying something I didn't.
I didn't learn it from any of my kin, if that's what you're asking. I was like them too once. My heart hurt. And I knew not why, but I found myself reaching out in my dreams. And one day, a dancing light found me crying in the dark.
A
I've
dancing
been following
light?
it ever since.
Do you see it in the room right now?
No. It's,
Yeah, I don't get it.
I get it. I think.
it's a manner of speech. It's, forgive me, it's not only frowned upon, but criminal in my culture to worship the goddess.
Deity
that
of
I do.
light. Yeah, of course.
Did you say the goddess that you do?
Yes.
What's her name? If you don't
Cheryl.
mind me asking.
Cheryl. Hang on. I have the name, but I friggin' forgot it and I didn't note it.
That's cool. Okay.
Magmar.
I want to go catch
Magmortar?
this lizard so bad.
It's Elistrae.
Elistrae?
Elistrae. She, too, was a drow. But from what I know, she was strong, yes, but compassionate as well. And
A drow of light.
in a way, you
That's
might say
odd.
that she's a drow of moonlight, dark yet caring.
Would I know anything of this?
Make a religion check.
Oh, can I do one too?
I will let both of you roll religion checks, but
Oh, sweet.
nobody else.
I just always forget that I can.
I'm rolling
do that
one.
in general.
Well, mine was a 6.
Yeah, I'm just
so
gonna sip my
I
smoothie
do
over
not.
Oh,
I
dude.
assume.
This one's really
Mine's a
sour.
24.
What flavor did you get, Alex?
Always angel food.
Always angel food.
Ass.
Always.
Ass.
Always.
Just ass.
Just ass.
It's just a butt.
Mine's extremely
Arsenaway,
sour.
in your time learning about different deities and how they interact with the mortal race and the material plane, you have heard of Elistrae.
Yes.
The name sounds extremely familiar to you, and aside from you don't know much about the history or how she came into being, but you do know that she's been called the dancing maiden, and that she in life was a very accomplished swordswoman, and she was known for her swordplay that looked as if she was dancing.
Fair mistake.
Oh.
Do you fight the same way that Elistrae does? Is that also why you have such armor and why you look tired from earlier?
Tired.
Well, that's what Alex said.
Are you tired like your
Back
god is
off.
tired?
I do my best, yes.
I see.
That's beautiful.
But that's enough about me. Where all are you heading to? What brought you here?
Where are we going?
We're headed to Mount Vernram.
Oh my.
Have you
Well,
heard of
Fancy a journey?
Yes, we have a death wish before you ask.
Many people have warned us.
It's funny. You're not the first that I've helped through the city to Mount Vernram.
Really?
How long ago?
Only a few days earlier. A half-elf. Milvy?
Sweet.
it?
Oh,
going
yes.
What is
Wait,
she
which
going-
one's Milvy again?
That's the one y'all did the one shot with.
Yeah, she's the one that had the Quarry thing.
Yeah.
I thought she was the one with the donkey. She's the one with the donkey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I
y'all
remember
did the
now.
one shot with
The
her.
burro.
Are you,
Do you know why
Do
she
you
was
know her?
going? Yes.
We do.
I
Never
don't
heard of her
ask
in my
those
life.
kinds of questions. I
You
just
should
try and
start.
I don't often have the time.
That's true.
But is there something up there, something I should know about? What is causing you all to brave this place for?
Well, I don't know why Melvia is going there.
I don't either. I'm a little concerned about that.
Yeah. Seems a little suspicious.
I'm also not too certain as to why we're going there.
Yeah, also that.
I thought we were just
Perfectly
going-
honest.
I thought we were just trying to go to that other place or whatever.
No, it's for some. She was told to.
Well, I mean, we were trying to find our way to Miskeep first. But it
No.
seems that we might have passed it up.
We're
or-
trying to find our way on the way back.
we learned that at one point we
Yes,
either
yeah.
miskeep or that, and we did mountain first.
Yeah, yeah.
Montagna.
She prays a lot, and so that's why we're going.
I
But
did.
that's really the only reason. We don't really know why.
I'll explain to her that
We're trying to be good friends and
we're-
be supportive, but honestly, this trip has been horrible. So
But you're
She is
learning
not
so
planning
much.
our next vacation.
no,
You're learning so much, though.
yeah, not to let you plan the trips.
I'm gonna actually tell her about not the most recent vision, although I do have a question about that. But I'm gonna tell her about the, darkness dropping and swallowing up all the color and everything going dark. And I'm just gonna tell her I don't. It's hard to interpret things a lot of times.
Based on what you're describing, it's entirely possible that the Faezris is interfering with your visions, or more specifically, the ability for your spirit
The what?
guide to
The what?
The Faestris?
the Faezris. It's the violet light that permeates from the ground.
Is it?
It's a source of power, but it has been known to cause interference with certain magics.
Oh.
That wouldn't. But did I remember right, Alex? That wouldn't happen when we were above ground. So would that matter?
No.
No, not necessarily. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a different hue than my purple, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does your purple have a certain hue?
Yes.
Is there
purple.
something special
All
about your
purples
purple?
do.
You said that in a way that made it seem like his purple.
Well, we know he made a deal with.
I made a deal with some
with the devil.
some sort
Yeah.
of entity,
Rolling with the devil.
and I'm also trying to figure out what the fuck it is.
What about rushing waters? Do y'all have that here?
Do they have water here?
Well, I
Rushing
mentioned what the kobolds were used for originally, but eventually we hit a level of bedrock that even they could not penetrate. And so many of our kin drove the kobolds, it pains me to say this, nearly to their own death out of sheer exhaustion trying to dig through this layer, but we were losing.
Are these the
so
only
much
4
manpower.
left?
No. There are many, many left, but there used to be many more. One,
Alright.
one of us was able to determine a different way, however, through. You see, there's many underground waterways here in the Underdark. And though the water is too deep and too far for us to send any meaningful number of drow through, we were able to use the kobolds to drain the waterways in different areas and use the natural tunnels to form a path into Oskana. It's what the kobolds are used for now. And I, like I said, for a time thought that this could be a good thing, that it could reintroduce us to the surface world, but after seeing what just happened, I doubt that.
The surface
Not very
world's
highly.
shit. It's overrated.
So this path is already dug.
Could I?
Parts
So
of
that-
it,
You
yes.
you have a way to the surface that isn't through the quarry.
We do, and it led many of us into an orc encampment above ground. But that tunnel has since collapsed. We're in the process of building another. Again, seeing what happened with the Drow reaching the surface and conscripting the orcs to carry out their dirty work, I realized that perhaps my people aren't ready.
Alex, have we heard any crashing steel like around the area? Like just to, like have we heard anything that would resemble even like a blacksmith kind of shop or anything like that? But like I'm just trying to make any connection here and just see if we heard it.
Using your perception check from earlier, I can honestly say that no, you have not heard anything of that nature.
Okay.
Not since having that vision. Things have quieted down. And on that note, Firmus kind of mentions, now that things have calmed down a bit, it might actually be a good time to try and get you out of the city. A lot of my fellow Drow were killed in combat. So our numbers are a bit thin. I think there would be less eyes on the roads now than at any other time.
So we should leave.
I think so.
Then let's leave.
And you said you're trying to go north to Vernrim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that the quickest way?
We must.
Yes. I can lead you to one of the tunnels that we were able to create. This particular waterway did not lead west like we'd hoped, but it did lead further north. If you continue going, you may come across a settlement of deep gnomes. My people don't see eye to eye with them, but they should be welcoming enough.
How do they view outsiders?
I only know how they view the Drow, but
So don't pretend to be a drow.
I did send your friend the same way, Milby.
So, before we go anywhere, party, I think we need to discuss why we were going to Mount Vernrim, because it sounds like most of us don't remember, except maybe Becca. Because
Well, I
they
was like,
Discuss
I know it-
what the fuck
I know
we're
it's
doing.
for Becca. I had just said that just because like I don't know her reasoning for wanting to go or needing to go other than like deity stuff. She was kind of
Yeah.
told that she needed to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it that and it was a bunch of people that were in connection with, like, what I was trying to figure out for all of the stuff happening with Valafar, actually, too.
got it.
Yeah, like, so basically her contact told her that he'd heard tale of a ancient clan of dwarven lore keepers that were tasked with keeping up the prophecy that has now been twisted by time that tells of the world eater.
Yeah. The
Okay.
world leader. Yeah.
So we're looking for some truth
Yes. Yeah.
true
so,
truth.
Yeah,
Justice.
Yes.
and justice.
literally is, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, the person that we were like trying really hard to figure that out for is dead. So
Was killed.
Like big
so
dead.
then,
also makes sense why we forgot.
does it make sense to go to Olskana? Or do we need to go to Mount Vernrim to find Milby and see what the fuck she's up to?
Yeah, I'm a little curious. I'm a little sus about
I
that.
feel like we're almost there. Might as well go. And I mean, it even though Valafar's gone, we were still trying to help.
But not forgotten.
Yeah.
I forget. Yeah.
Yeah, for
So-
the other
Yeah.
girl's name.
Old girl
Theo
just
or
told
something?
us like a route to go to, right?
She's waiting for you. She appears to be offering to help guide you out of the
Okay.
city.
Also, Jude just redeemed a 1d8, so we have a 5 in the chat.
Very nice. Good roll, dude.
Sweet.
Nice.
Cool.
Thanks.
Now I'm okay with you.
Alex, I'd like to insight check what she was saying
Stealing the
earlier,
look.
but not
Paying
to
for
see
the
if she was
rolls.
lying, more to see if there is stuff that she left out, because she talked about the rushing water, talked about some of that stuff. I just want to know, like, if she's leaving some more dark history about her people out.
Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of what
Make
I'm
an
trying to
insight
figure
check. Okay.
13.
You get the sense that even like subconsciously, she may be leaving some stuff out, but it's not because she's trying to lie to you. She's naive in that way that she really thinks the best of her people. She thinks that they have a chance of redemption, and though she knows the reality of, you know, how most of them are, she feels like all she can do is protect them and protect others from them, waiting for change to happen.
If it's okay,
She rolled
like,
very
so-
poorly.
Are we gonna be? Is she gonna travel with us?
No, she's
Or not all the way, but like, is she gonna show?
yeah,
us?
she's gonna like escort y'all out of the city. That's what she's offering.
I want to ask her about her queen. Like,
Okay.
what's your queen like?
Does she
Our
got a
queen
booty?
Our queen is Zebayana Austar. She's cruel. For a time,
Cool.
cruel.
No,
She's cool.
She's
like,
cool.
Yeah, I thought you said cruel, and Sam was like cool, and I was like, what? Really?
The governing of our city is mostly done by major houses. It has been that way. There's been a balance for a long time. But this queen, she's risen to a height that none other ever has. In truth, it's part of what made me lose a bit of my faith in my peers.
How do you know who's in whose house?
Well, we had different.
Do you have scarves that you wear?
There's a hat that tells you where you go.
I'm
We had-
hoping it's the little thing.
We had different insignias that we would carry with us, but now most of us aren't necessarily attached to a house. This one matron mother is very heavily favored by Loth, and her direct supporters carry with them a spider brooch.
The direct supporters of the queen.
Of Loth. Oh,
Haven't
okay.
we met people
Well, both,
that had?
yeah.
Didn't the people that we met at the entrance of the thing have the spider brooch?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and one of them is
Spider
less
brooch.
ahead.
Spider brooch.
Does whatever a spider brooch does.
It's an odd symbol because in some ways it identifies the house of our now queen, who was once a matron mother herself. But now it's almost a show of rank. The rest of us we respect power.
Really?
She has it. Yes.
All right. That's cool, I guess.
Listen, one day when you need help, I'd be happy to try to help figure things out, but can't do much now.
Of course.
But
Well,
in the future, cruelty is not something I support either, but would be happy to help in some kind of endeavor.
the most help you could be to me, if you ever see a chance to save someone from my people or save them from themselves in a way, I would greatly appreciate it. And so would the Dancing Light.
Done. What's next?
Cool, yeah.
Let's go.
We,
Yeah.
if we're all ready, let's get going. afraid our kobold friends will have to wait for another chance, but there's not many opportunities we have for crossing the majority of the city, so we'll take that now. Let's go quietly, yes?
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna pass Traces then.
Yay.
Cheryl.
So, she rolled very poorly on her stealth, but it doesn't really matter. She's just gonna walk.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Total.
Oof.
Oh, we're doing stealth rolls? Okay.
Yeah.
26.
20.
Nice.
29.
30.
Okay.
30.
Yes.
It's because of my backwards knees. They just keep on banging into things.
Yeah, that's what it
That's backwards knees to me.
is. Yeah, that's the sound they make.
They make that noise when I walk too. It's
Yeah.
really just not stealthy
That's
at
why
all.
his stealth is so bad all the
Embarrassing what I
time.
just did.
So, you all are able to navigate through most of the city without issue. And you notice that she takes you mostly through very slender alleyways, lined instead of with stone, with cavern wall. The areas that she's taking you through appear to be areas where, perhaps the residents couldn't afford a nicer home, and so carved it out of the stone themselves. These are very rundown areas, and as you might guess, are not at the forefront of the mind of this queen who resides at the height of power. Eventually, you do make it to the edge of the city.
Could I
Mhm.
could I presume that the person I saw at the top of the tower was the queen?
Oh, definitely.
It just clicked.
Yep. Eventually, you do make it to the edge of the city, and looking out is the same expanse of endless tunnel system that you're very familiar with.
Can I see?
You, by this time, would actually be having trouble. Yeah, that would have dropped. We'll say you were able to make it to the edge of the city, but it's dropping like right now.
I cast it again. Roll for wild magic.
Yep. Anybody gonna notice? It does not
Fireball.
activate. Yeah. When she turns, what the fuck?
Whoops.
That would be the worst time for it to go off.
Yeah.
So looking out over this expanse, it looks like the same tunnel system that you're familiar with, but off to your left, there is a very deep hole that descends almost in a slope. In places, it is a very steep drop, and in those places, they have ladders. But she motions that way, and she says, "There, at the bottom of that that opening, it used to be full of water. You'll
How
notice
recently?
three tunnels. You want to take the one third from right,
So
You mean left?
all the way to the left. Yes." Sorry, I don't know why I described it that way.
Third of the three, it's the third to the right.
And the number of the counting shall be 3.
Two.
5 is outright.
We number them. The middle one is 1, the far right one is 3, the left one is 2. Go on number 2.
That particular tunnel is abandoned. You may potentially encounter some of the kobold workers. I don't anticipate that you'll see many of the drow. They should be near the ends of the other 2 tunnels that are being excavated currently.
where does this one come out?
This one should come out fairly close to the Deep Gnome settlement that I told you about earlier.
Okay.
And are the kobolds hostile?
Likely not. Most of them don't have the energy to be.
Are the gnomes hostile?
Again, I know that they're hostile to drow, but that does not say much.
True.
I can make friends with them.
Everybody hates you guys. No offense, I don't hate you guys. I'm just saying.
I do wish you luck on your journey.
Thank you.
May Illustre's light guide you. I must make my way back to our kobold friends. Perhaps there's still time yet to get them out of the city.
Thank
Great.
you. Thank you very
She
much.
bows a bit and flourishes. She smiles at you warmly and says, I hope you've enjoyed your time in Nicerin.
And what?
Nicerin.
Nice, Ren.
Sarnorin will give a very formal bow back, as his is custom, and he will say, to be quite honest, it's a load of shit down here.
She nods and chuckles a bit and walks back into the city.
I'll do a half bow.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
A whole culture built on power. What a load of bollocks that is.
Can you believe that Melvi was here? What's she doing?
Who cares?
Who's
I
Milby?
care.
Yeah, Ren's never met her.
Oh, that's true.
She's just, Milvy.
She's
She's a guy
excavates a lot of things.
who comes around.
Archaeologist.
Gets one over my lawnmower blade.
All right, so we're going through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Secret tunnel. There it is. Nice, right on cue. So you guys begin making your way towards this opening. And as you get closer, you can see that the stone that is jagged in areas, and most of the Underdark actually turns smooth near the edge of this, where the water used to be. It almost seems to ripple down. It's been smoothed over by years and years of water lapping up against it. And so, yes, that.
Years and years of pepper drinking water.
Yes, exactly. So you all begin to descend your way down the ladders. It's safe enough and easy enough to do because it's something that many Drow and many kobolds must do every day. Nearing the bottom, somebody who's leading the way.
Oh, sit away.
I'll be second.
Okay, let me grab your minis and I'll kind of give us a marching order here.
Yes.
I just realized I hadn't been hearing the music, and I was like, why can't I hear the freaking music? And it's because I wasn't joined to the Zoom audio.
Yeah.
I just realized.
That's why.
I'll be
How's the
behind,
volume for y'all?
Taffy.
Sounds
It's fine.
And then Sarnor and then Ren?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So, Arsenaway, I need you to make me a perception check as you're descending into the hole.
I look over to Ren and say, I spent my whole life
It's not very good. It's 12.
being taught to look down on the Drow, and I never met a nicer elf in my life. So, I guess that's something.
Yeah, I've just been shit on by every elf and every human, so I don't know.
To be fair, you don't really belong anywhere, so...
If Cheryl hears this, he's gonna kind of chuckle to himself under his breath.
I'm only kidding, mate, of course.
So, nearing the bottom, Arsenaway, you begin to notice the light of some of those glowing fungi. It appears that this area has been drained for long enough for one of them to take root and begin to grow. And by that light, you were able to see the outline of several humanoid shapes. But because you're descending from the top, it takes you a moment to figure out why they're laying on the ground, and you realize that they are deceased.
Oh, no.
They did.
They are
Like
dead.
recently deceased?
It's hard to tell.
Do any of them look as
the
tall
doctor.
as Milby?
Again, kind of hard to tell. You're
Doctor.
still a bit too high up.
Yeah, I'll ask the doctor to come on up.
Make
You guys
way.
are still kind of on a
Doctor,
platform.
doctor.
These people are
looking
dead.
over.
The news.
Brilliant.
Can I tell how long they've been dead with my medical experience?
Not from that far away. Are you guys close up now?
Sure.
They
I
are
don't know. Like,
definitely
so
dead.
Alex, do we have to like pass by them anyway, or is
You
that
would
going
need
out of our
to.
way?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'll go check them out.
Okay.
I'm not afraid.
Make a medicine check for me.
You got it.
DC's real low because you're just trying to figure out how long they've been dead for, right?
So is the roll. 8.
Okay, that is enough. It takes you a moment. Because it's so dark, it's hard to see the color of the blood. But you notice that it has not yet browned, and so it has not been very long since these drow passed.
Stop.
The glasses.
Yeah, they look, it still looks kind of fresh.
These are all drow.
Yes.
Oh no.
Do
They haven't been dead long.
Can we tell
Can we
Yeah.
look
By what?
around?
by
Do we
what
have
were
an
they
offensive?
killed?
Is there... I hate for this to be morbid. Is their blood warm when I touch it?
It is not.
raise from the dead?
And what have they?
How many of them are on the ground?
3.
And how many? Like, but what are they? Stab wounds? Are they like dismembered? Like, what's going on here?
Just but a flesh wound.
bizarre.
So looking at the way they died, one of them looks particularly bloodied, but the other 2 actually look relatively unscathed.
Oh no. It's something psychic.
Or a spider?
What do the ears look like?
Psychic.
While they're like checking them out, I want to try to search for an insignia.
On one of the drow.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I really
maybe
am
take
curious
one, I'll
about the
take
ears,
another.
though.
Okay.
Both of you
I'm
make
doing-
investigation checks.
Cheryl wants to look at their ears.
The ones that look unscathed. I want to see if there's blood coming out of their ears.
There is not blood coming out of their ears, no.
Cheryl just has an elf ear fetish that he's just putting it into a notebook.
Shit. Hey, listen, Cheryl's into trunks and ears, bruh.
And Arsen
11, Alex.
11. Okay. Both of you roll 1d12.
10.
Hold please.
Also
10.
10.
You both find hang on.
A blanket.
A
very
big bowl of
cozy.
soup.
A bomb.
Soup
You
that is
both
too hot.
each find a single perfume vial.
Does it have anything in it?
Perfume.
There is perfume inside of it. Giving it a quick sniff.
Smells like a
It
fart.
is very exotic, and you feel as though it might fetch a high price.
Oh, girl.
But no
Yeah.
insignias.
I want to
Put this away in our bag.
I'll hold it.
We can make them hold it if you want.
It's in my
You can
bag.
steal it, aren't you? That's yeah. I just see his little sticky fingers. Sure, you can hold it here. Steal it from me. Take it.
That's not how stealing works.
Can I put a little bit on before I put it in my bag?
Put it in my bag.
Sure.
Just like a little touch.
That's what I wanted to do anyway.
Good.
It burns through your skin.
Can Cheryl smell it?
Yes, Cheryl can smell it very well.
Oh.
Cheryl, do I smell good?
What's it smell like?
Is it like overwhelming his senses?
Yes.
It's like being in
Just put a
Sephora.
little bit. Just a
You
little
have
dot.
disadvantage now.
Yeah, but he's got advantage on smell checks.
Trunk is
Hey,
in
That's not
his
what that
mouth.
means, but yeah.
Are we
In
alone?
his mouth.
That's what I was asking Alex. I was
Trunk
like, can we
over
look
in his
around
mouth.
and see if we're alone. We haven't talked about it yet.
You said you were looking around.
Yeah, I was just telling that to this dude, to Sam. Not.
Make another perception check for me. One more.
Do you want to, or do you want me to?
I don't want to.
Somebody.
That's why.
Can I
asked
try?
I got
That's
it.
why I asked you if we were alone.
Would it be possible for me to try to determine cause of death?
19.
Not with the medicine check that you made. You wouldn't be able to tell.
Okay.
Like I said, you can tell that one of them died pretty like violently, but the other 2 are relatively unscathed.
I'm gonna kick one of the other 2.
What
19.
19? Okay. With your 19, they're alive. You hear the faint plap 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 of like
Bare feet.
flesh on stone.
Like behind us, in front of us?
You can tell that it's coming from the middle tunnel of the 3 tunnels.
Okay. I will tell everybody I can hear something running in the middle
Does it sound
tunnel.
like running away or running towards?
Don't know.
Is
Do I
it
know?
getting louder?
It's getting louder. Based
Getting
on your
louder.
check, that
Coming
you
toward
can
us.
tell that
I think we
something
should
is
run, 'cause
approaching.
We're gonna get framed for this.
And you
shit.
can also hear the rumbling of the earth.
I am running as
Yep.
fast as I can.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I'll follow you.
That-
You weren't paying attention, were you?
something
Towards
is
it?
rumbling.
As you
No,
all
like
begin to
wow.
run,
Tum is
Thing.
rumbling.
as you all begin to run away, the earth beneath you breaks apart, and one of these plant figures comes out of the ground, snarls, and begins to try snapping at all of you. It's taking a moment for it to dig its legs out, so you do have a chance to escape if you want to.
I am running.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're running. To the
Dashing.
beat.
You all make
We're
your
not
way.
fighting this plant thing.
What?
You're welcome to. We
Fuck
have
your
run away
plans.
from you.
What'd you say?
I was asking if we were fighting it.
I ain't fighting.
I don't see a point.
I don't have any spells left.
Cheryl. I don't care. I'm out.
You all make your way down the tunnel as directed. The plant figure is following behind you, but seems slower than
Does it have the same sound that I heard, like clapping?
it does not. This thing is a
So there is
monstrous
something
beast.
else. Do I still hear the plapping?
Now that you're in the other tunnel, you can't hear the sound coming from the one adjacent to you.
Okay.
But no, you don't hear any
I'm trying to get you to say the word plapping.
plapping.
Thank you.
Plap,
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 plap.
plap. Plap, plap,
Plap,
plap, plap.
Slapping away.
Plap, plap, blap, blap, blap.
You all continue through the tunnel for a ways. It actually scoops down quite a bit, begins to wind back and forth. And after about an hour, the rumbling behind you,
Has it been chasing us for a full hour? It never stopped?
you've heard the rumbling
Monsters
all this
don't
time.
de-aggro in this world.
You've put
No.
quite a bit of distance between you.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Was it like staying close behind us? Because if it's going to stay close behind us, then I'm going to shoot something at it. But if it's just kind of like hanging back, then.
It does look like it's able to.
Like, are we outrunning it?
You are outrunning it, yes, but not by much.
Okay.
So after an hour or so of running through the tunnels, who's leading the pack here again?
I guess Arsenaway, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make another
Especially with my
perception check for
dashing.
me. Make it with disadvantage because you guys are dashing.
Okay. Same both times. 15.
Nice.
Cool.
Looking out ahead, you see a odd creature on 4 legs, about the size of, say like a medium dog. I was about to say just a dog, but yeah. But it has no skin. It looks
Ugh.
like it
Oh shit.
appears.
Little skinless dog.
It appears to be comprised of arms, legs,
Oh, no.
and
What's
a
its
single
fucking
brain.
face look? Yeah.
What's its face look like?
Everybody run.
I need everyone to roll for initiative while I set this up.
Is that the thing? In
What did you say its
front of
face looks like?
A
It
brain.
doesn't have a
They
face.
don't
It's
got
a brain.
face.
Is it at the end of this tunnel or is it behind us?
It's in front of you.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
So we can't even, like, outrun
No.
it. Like, we will run into it.
This is any titties.
Yes.
Hold,
What?
please. It's going to take a second.
And it is.
What is Anatitis?
Initiative.
Initiative.
I thought you spoke Sam.
Not since the war.
Oh, yes. Ever since the storm. It's from, he said not since
When
the
Mose
storm.
has nightmares, yeah.
Yeah, but I was talking about Mose from The Office. Everything in my head is an Office reference.
Yep.
Well, I like those glasses on you.
Thanks.
Are they blue light?
Yes.
Do you need help?
Yes.
Move basically all the structures.
Okay, burb.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I knew there was a chance around there. Yeah.
Yeah, Atmos Seeker. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
happening?
You right.
We'll be fine. What's the worst that happens? We lose our intellect and get killed?
We die, yeah.
Die instantly? Is that the worst that happens?
Yes.
That sounds like the worst. It took me a little while to remember why we were going to Mount Vernon too, because I was like,
I knew
We might as well just leave.
Cheryl just kind of meant as like it wasn't really important to him. Like,
Wow. Don't want to help Valfar out.
Who's Valfar?
I don't think it was ever because Cheryl wasn't there. I don't think it was ever explained to him
Oh, right.
that it was for Valfar. Just that Arsino needed to go for her.
Yeah,
like she wanted to go there, and then you wanted to go to Mistkeep, and we just chose her thing first.
We just thought this was a church trip for Arsino.
Yeah, because I was captured a lot in that tower.
Yeah, you were captured once or twice.
Yeah, you're right, because that was whenever we were in the library. That's when that guy explained it to us. And you were
Yeah,
captured
and
during
Valfar
that
almost
time.
beat somebody up
Yeah.
because they were keeping you captive.
So yeah, I was like, I mean, I know I'm supposed to be there, but I don't know why.
Hey, Morgan. Can she hear us yet?
No.
Not
she
yet.
doesn't
No.
have her earphones in.
Hey, Morgan. Hey, do you have the
Greetings.
thing on the Zoom call? Can you get it onto whatever?
The game cam.
The
game cam?
yeah, the map.
He's gonna turn it on in a second.
Oh, okay.
He's still setting up.
Gotcha.
Almost there.
My back hurts so bad.
Didn't you just go to the chiropractor today?
Yeah, I made it worse.
Money well spent.
Yeah. Especially because they don't accept my insurance. So.
Oh, lame.
Yes.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, no, what I sent in the group message was Blight. I picked that up on when we leveled up, so I can
And
deal
just didn't
6
even throw it out at Planty Boy.
I didn't have any more spell slots.
Yeah,
I
me
used them on
either.
other guy.
I would have raised those people from the dead, but I'm out.
Foggin.
Cthulhu fogging. Or whatever.
Big fog.
Fatagan?
Yeah, it's Fatagan.
Let's go
Yeah.
into our combat.
Hey, can you put it on the Zoom call as well?
Yep.
Cool.
It's just the second thing that I do, I promise.
Yeah, no,
don't
it's
forget.
cool. I wasn't trying to do it. I just
Hey.
wanted to make sure.
If you have a second, can you put it on the Zoom call?
Oh my god.
No,
that's
actually,
the
I don't
worst.
have any seconds. It's
Man.
crazy.
Atmos Seeker said, ooh.
Yeah,
No.
we got the fog
The
working
GoPro
now,
can't go
Atmos
right there.
Seeker.
Alex, we can't see if the.
Oh,
GoPro-
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you put the GoPro right there, it's right in our way.
I'm
Here's
sure
the
it'll-
camera for you guys.
I'm sure it'll
Yeah,
clear up once you
GoPro.
put it on the Zoom call.
Oh my god. Y'all are so annoying.
That's what we do.
Yep. All right. So you guys should be able to see pretty well. I've got you in the marching order there. Rounding the corner, you see these two brains on the far side of the tunnel,
Is it the
almost
glowy
blocking
things?
off your running. No, those are just fungi in the tunnel.
Where are the things that we see? Are they not on the map?
Two little
Look on
things.
Zoom.
They're in the perfect spot to where I can't see them.
You can see them on Zoom though.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
them now. Also, can we just appreciate the fact that Alex figured out that if you put the ice chest on its side, it doesn't shoot me in the face with fog.
Yeah.
But that's the fun of being shot in the face.
I am enjoying this so much more. I wish City Guard was here to see it.
Oh, we lost.
I think
City
that. Yeah, I think he had to log off.
Oh well, he'll see it later
Yeah,
when we
he'll
post
see
it
it
on
on
YouTube. He'll hear us call him out too.
Yeah, this one's for you, City Guard.
Let's see. I got to roll some initiatives.
No, you don't. No.
Yeah, I do.
They could just go at the bottom of
Yeah,
initiative.
just put him at the bottom.
They're not going at the bottom.
I'm at the bottom.
You're always at the bottom.
Cheryl rolled okay
Started on
this
the bottom.
Now we're here.
That's everybody else's.
Excuse me.
Same.
This one is so sour.
Give it to me.
Let's see. So he's
It's
got
good. It's just sour.
Damn.
It's like
He's
extra
got really good
pineapple, I
stats.
think.
Smoothies for dinner, huh?
Yeah. I
Nice.
also had cereal right before we started. Just
Oh, what
you know,
kind? Shout it out.
Toast Crunch.
Hell yeah.
Dude, yeah, sometimes
Okay.
you
I'm a
eat
Captain
all the
Crunch guy
sweets.
myself.
Rin, what did you get?
11.
Nice. Arson away.
18, bruh.
Okay. Very nice. Sarnorin.
That'd be a 3 for me, big dog.
Oof.
God.
Bringing it home.
Okay. And Cheryl.
16.
Nice. Cheryl's
You
fucking
guys got this.
schmovin'.
Y'all don't need me.
Dummy thick Cheryl schmovin'
And
now.
Taffy.
Dummy thick
19.
Cheryl running
The closer
around.
we get to
Very
the
nice.
light
What's
outside,
your dex
Cheryl's
mod?
like,
The reason Cheryl can't start.
How many of those dogs are in the room?
What kind of dog is that?
Just thought it's just
There are 2 that you can see.
Great.
duh.
Okay.
I thought Sam was just giving us peace signs like Sam too. I just did it back to you.
They are first up in the initiative, and as you guys come running out of the around the corner, they instantly, yeah,
Them.
they instantly charge in and get the jump on you.
Offer a sacrifice.
I thought it were just 2 things. Come at me, bruh.
Come on.
It's actually going to ignore you
Ooh.
and go after Taffy.
Oh my gosh, I'm feel so rejected. Oh, attack of opportunity. Can I do
No,
that?
it's still in your range.
Oh, okay.
Why me?
Because you're small. It's
Didn't I do mage armor last time?
Last time or
Yep.
last fight?
Just
battle
last
had
time.
Yeah, that
more
would
than 8
not.
hours?
Yeah, it's been more than 8 hours
Cool.
since then.
Cool. My
Does a non-natural 20 hit?
No. My AC's a 12.
You take 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
something says that's not it.
That is not the end of that statement.
And you must succeed on an intelligence saving throw.
Is it against magic?
No. Well,
Because I have advantage if it's against
it's like it's a feature of the creature. I would not say it's magic.
Yeah.
A creature feature, as it were?
Yeah.
It's a creature feature.
Creature feature.
Creature.
That is a 17.
Nice. So you, as this thing scratches you, you feel like it hurt much worse than it should have. And as soon as you notice the pain begin to intensify, your mind just goes blank for a second, and you blink, forget who you are, forget where you are, and then you snap back, and you realize that this creature is doing more than scratching at you.
Back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
So the
That
second
brain-
one, how much movement does it have?
They're
Brain got
both
a
before
poke.
me?
Still.
Nice, lots.
Nice.
Something you never want to hear the DM say. Nice.
Taffy?
Lots.
So it's gonna run up and it's gonna attack you too.
Why me?
Unless he's talking about gold.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
You're gonna take 4 points of slashing damage. Make another intelligence saving throw.
18.
You save again. You feel the same feeling coming over you, but you're able to shake it off. Your legs feel a bit wobbly,
Pretty
and you get the feeling like you can't do math for the next 5 minutes.
Really?
So
I
nothing
mean-
has changed.
Yeah, nothing has changed. Nice. Got him.
I have a computer science degree. I'm good at some math. Just not basic math.
It's not basic math. Not any math you could use a calculator easily for.
So next up in the initiative
It's
order
me, bitch.
is Taffy. Yep.
That's right.
Pikachu, use Thunder Smash. Pikachu. Pikachu.
Gavin?
Taffy.
I know. I can't see my pictures. I can't tell where they are.
They're right next to you on either side of Arsinoe.
Don't jam myself right now.
You're pretty dexterous, right, Arsinoe?
Yep.
All right.
It's like her whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
have
to
a
cast Burning Hands
Okay.
at the 3rd level.
Nice.
So
You'll only
everybody-
be able to hit one of them.
Nice.
It's a 15-foot cone
Yeah.
starting on a point of view. Those are a little more than 5 feet apart.
And if I back up.
They will
Uh,
They'll
scratch
have
you.
an attack of
Attack
yeah, I
of
mean, they'll get
opportunity,
attack
yeah.
of opportunity, but
They like the scratches.
Yeah, think about like the way that a cone
Sorry.
starts is like it's gonna be really small. at the first point.
I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Okay. Then I will Shocking Grasp
Okay.
Nice.
one of them.
Hell
one on
yeah.
my right.
Okay. The one that just attacked, yeah.
Okay. It is a 24.
That hits.
I never remember which ones are D8s.
The diamondy ones.
Yeah. 13 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
And that's it.
Okay, so you reach out, shock and grasp it so it can't take reactions anymore, but as you touch the malleable brain flesh that is this creature, you see its like its brain vessels actually pulse and ripple as the electricity courses through, and it lets out a piercing and kind of like scurries back a little bit and comes back into the same position, ready to lash out against you again when it has the chance. Arsinoe, it is your go.
Okay, so the one that is like right next to me.
Yep.
I can't really. The wall
really
is
hard.
like right.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So there's
you're
two.
Good. Yeah, I just want to make
That
sure.
one wall.
Yeah,
on the
I can
right
do
side
that.
of
I can do
Taffy,
that.
Just move that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was super helpful.
Does that help?
Okay. Oh yes, yeah. Sorry, no, I didn't know if Alex was about to say more.
Nope.
But I think you were describing where they were, so
Yeah.
no need. So
I was just about to say, screw you for making me move my wall.
Oh my gosh. Alex,
Oh,
you're
thank you
blocking
for
the
putting
camera
that there.
I'm moving it. Calm down.
That was hilarious. Alex, you're blocking it now.
It's like when it's Alex. It's like when Papa turned the boat around when you asked him if you could switch spots with him.
Do you want to do full screen?
Yeah, sure.
Ready. Hush, Bob.
Now you guys can see it real good.
Yeah.
What you doing, Arsinoe?
The one I'm gonna turn my body around and
Okay.
punch the one that is like to my right as of this moment. Yes.
That's the one Taffy
Ow,
marked.
it is to my left. What?
That's the one
Okay.
Marked it.
Yeah, so the same one Taffy hit.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna hit that one and try to just for extra flair, like hit it like against the wall too. Just be
Okay.
like-
The wall that's not there anymore?
Yes.
Still there though.
Okay. Where did? Okay. All right. First, that probably doesn't hit. It's a 9.
No, that does not hit. Confused as to why these things ran right past you and went for Taffy, you swing out wildly as you spin around. You were ready to attack them from the front and miss.
The second is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
yeah.
Crit.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm going to spend key point to do flurry of blows, which is a 23 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
8 points of damage.
These do not have very high armor class.
All in. That was 8 points of damage, and the last is 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Cool. 7 points of damage.
Okay, and that's all you needed to take it down. You miss on the first swing, but after that, you just start beating this thing in the noggin with no protective skull to keep it safe. You see it just beaten into a bloody pulp in no time, and it just goes limp.
Yeah.
Gross.
Into the wall.
Yeah, you splatted it on the wall.
Into the wall.
He's stuck on there like a done
Into
noodle.
the wall.
Like a done noodle.
No.
Perfectly al dente.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Somebody touching my intellect. Next up in the initiative is Cheryl.
I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at the other one.
Oh, bro.
At the first level.
Okay, what does it have to make? I forget.
No, I roll.
Okay.
Pow.
Cocked. 16.
Okay.
For
16
the
does
record,
hit.
it was cocked on a freaking natural 20.
Rude.
That's going to be 11 points of radiant damage. And
Nice.
the next anything to attack it gets advantage.
Oh,
Very
Sweet.
cool.
dude.
Put a little thingy on it.
So annoying. Me.
No, I said sweet.
Oh,
Sweet.
Shriek.
I said me. I think it's 3.
Oh, it's
And
way
that-
too small for this.
Just Memba.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Anything
And
else
that's
for you?
my turn. Nope.
Ren, you are up.
Is anything else around us?
I'll give you a free perception check if you want to look around.
Just these 4 walls, man.
Just
13.
break through the fourth wall.
Looking around and listening, you can hear that the plant creature that was following you behind in the tunnel is gaining ground now
Oh,
and is
no.
likely just on the other side of the cavern wall. You also notice that there is a bit of disturbed earth just beyond where you noticed where the brain creature is currently.
Can you point to that?
Yeah, like right about here.
It's right there.
Right here. Right
Sam.
Hey,
Sam,
got it.
hey,
it's right
Sam,
you.
it's right there.
Hey, you.
Sam.
It's right there.
Over here.
Right there.
Would I like disturbed earth as in it looks like there's something in the earth, or there was something like
Throw a bomb in there and find out.
It looks. I'll say with your perception check, it's hard to tell exactly. The earth just looks freshly moved.
okay, and that's a little like path, like a little walkway up on the left of me.
Yes, it is.
And it's like no movement to get up there, right?
No movement to get up there.
I mean, like regular movement. It's not like I'm
Oh
not gonna
yeah,
have to,
no,
like,
it's no extra movement.
It's like a
Basically,
walkway
there's some
or like
steps. that lead
stairwell
up.
or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go stand up there.
Okay, like on the edge of it over here.
About right there.
Okay.
And just say, I'm not sure it's alone, and then fire a shot into it
Okay.
with my Eldritch Blast, obviously.
Copy that.
I have advantage because of Guiding Bolt.
Yes.
E-blast.
So that is 17.
Okay. 17 hits.
So the first one does 7 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then a natural 20.
Nice.
That's what we were
The
looking for.
second one, that's not much more, but it's 11.
Okay. As your 2 shots find purchase in this brainy beast, it scurries back again, and if it could sweat, you feel like it would. The blood from within it is actually like seeping into all the crevices of the brain and making the whole thing look like a bloody mess.
Nice.
You got Dane Bramage.
Dane Bramage. All right. Just as you shout out your warning, Ren.
What's up? Oh,
Sorry.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna die now.
One of these plant creatures bursts
What the
out of
Chol.
the ground.
My ball is tall, bruh.
I thought we avoided all the combat.
Yeah, you thought.
Psych, you thought?
That's what the plant creature is? I was imagining like a Mario thing.
And
Oh my gosh, there's two?
I almost cast
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians instead of
So
Guiding
the
Bolt.
other one that
Almost.
was chasing you has pretty much caught up, but it's used all its movement to get there and can't attack yet.
Little nerd.
This one that's just popped out of the ground is going to make attacks on Arson Away.
Stop. Little nerd. Nerd. Dude, come at me, Alex. Sorry, plant guy.
Plant Alex.
It's not Alex.
Plantix.
Plantix.
Nope, that didn't work.
It didn't, but that's
Okay.
I tried.
Make 2 attacks on you.
There's no good way to do it.
17 does not hit, correct?
It does not.
But a 26 does.
It does.
It does not.
Who's really counting?
It's really counting.
Heck it is.
I am.
Well, then yes, I guess.
Yes, I suppose.
There goes my arm.
Oh, hang on. That's the wrong dice.
Try learning combat from these things.
Dude, yes.
Next battle, Arseno's jaw unhinges.
You take 21 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Jesus.
As its toothy maw sinks into your backside.
Bitch your booty.
It bit you hard.
Ate the booty like groceries.
That's rough. I didn't
You
heal
use
from
any-
earlier either.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why didn't you use your hit die during that?
Because I didn't, so here we are.
So,
Now I'm dying.
I don't know how Alex wants to play that, but I did heal myself 5 earlier, and I had a total of 35 to use. I didn't think anyone else had taken damage.
I'm fine. I'm fine with playing it that right now.
Yeah.
Just
So if
hurt.
if where you were before is less than 30, then give yourself the rest of the 30.
Gotcha.
But if you know what I mean, like don't give yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, gotcha.
Arsenaway, you also need to make a. Hang on. Nope, it's actually, this is a separate attack. Okay. Sorry, I have not run these creatures before.
You're cool.
16 misses. So after it bites you, it pulls back and tries to whip out one of its like viney limbs.
Ew.
But you dodge out of the way. You basically jump over it like a skip it.
Oh man, I miss Skip It.
All right.
That is the game.
Next up in the initiative is going to be Sarnorin. Finally.
Sweet.
Save the best for last.
Fireball.
No. We're way too close together.
No, exactly.
Is the intellect devourer still alive? I mean, is the dog brain still alive?
Yes.
Okay. And watching these plants, what kind of reach do they have when they were lashing out? Does it look like it would be able to go beyond 5 feet?
Yes.
They're like plus ultra. Okay.
Looks like 10-foot reach by your estimation.
Sick. I'm gonna firebolt the little dude.
Okay. That's a Dex save.
No,
for
that's a natural 20 for me. Thanks.
me? Ooh.
Damn.
So cocky.
Actually, no, there's not.
He said
not
that's a
any
natural
of
20 for me. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
So that's 4d10 fire damage. It rolls out to 23.
these. All right. The thing is incinerated almost instantly. There's not much left except for one pulsing brain membrane.
He's done.
Yeah, he done.
He did.
Cool. In that case, I will then. We took a short rest, right?
Yes. Y'all
Yeah,
did.
cool. So, how far away am I from the front plant?
From the front plant, you are about 20 feet away.
And how far away am I from the back plant?
A little over 5. Well, sorry, a little over 10. You were just barely out of its reach. It didn't attack you last turn.
Oh, am I out of its reach still?
Yes.
Cool.
It would have attacked you.
Got it. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Then I will run up to the front plant and then Misty Step over into the corner by the blue light thing.
Okay. Like on top of that thing?
Over to, I'm sorry, to Sarnoran's right.
Oh, so the one way over
The
there.
furthest one.
If I can
yeah.
get just 20 feet in that direction from the front plant,
Okay.
that's where I'm going. So I can kind of flank
Be about there.
and cut it off, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else for you? I think that's it.
Would I be able to look around and see if anybody else is coming real quick?
I'll give you a free perception check. Yeah.
Okay. Let's check it out. That's an 11. So
Hard to tell. There's actually a good bit of like moisture down here, even though the tunnel's been drained, and it culminates into a bit of a fog.
gotcha. Okay.
All right. Back up at the top of the initiative order is no longer the intellect of ours. It is Taffy. Arsenaway, you're on deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab her.
She doesn't know that.
We'll keep
I'm going to firebolt
Okay.
the plant in front of me.
Do it.
Troll on them.
It's a 12.
12 does not hit.
Do we still have the 5?
17.
You do. Technically, okay, just for future reference, you have to use that kind of stuff.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
I didn't
fine.
mean to. I didn't mean to
It's fine.
suggest.
No, I
Breaking the
I'm just
rules.
I honestly don't mind that much, but like just a
Yeah.
Okay, can I use it or not?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. $18 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you.
All right. This has is it 18?
Look, seeing that, Alex, does fire seem to do
Yeah, is it
anything
full
special,
now?
or is it just kind of like burning them?
As the fire strikes this beast, you hit it in one of the vines that was reaching out towards Arsenaway, and you actually see the flames trail up to the greater body and like ignite for a moment. They seem very flammable, and
I
it does
see.
not like that.
That's what I figured.
Cool.
Anything else for you?
Please have something else.
Is Arsenaway back?
I have barely any spell slots left.
It's her turn, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Just right here.
hey. Oh, she can't hear us yet.
Sleeping on the job.
Hey.
Okay. I'm gonna punch something, I'm sure. But I don't know what yet.
Punch a plant.
Punch a plant.
That's all that's left is some plants.
Sorry for the recap. What just happened with Taffy? Taffy did something.
She shot it.
Hit it with fire. It didn't like it.
Which one?
The one closest to Sarnoran.
Got it.
That's,
Old fronty.
Yeah, the one that's like right next to me that just tried to get me with its vines, I'm going to punch.
Okay. Punch him.
Punch him.
Whoosh, Falcon punch.
Basically.
21 to hit.
That hits.
Dope. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Okay. I'm going to do Flurry of Blows again.
Okay.
Oh, that's even less, a 12.
That does not hit.
And, yeah. Oh, dang. I guess I could have said this. But no, that wouldn't matter. Last one is 21 to hit. And
21 does hit, yep.
Yeah, and 6 points of damage.
Okay.
I would like to
Rage?
circle. I would like to
Yes. Like
circle
to.
around it, so that I could, like, either flank it next time or give someone else flanking.
Okay, good call. So, carefully maneuvering so as not to leave its range, you're able to round its back, and it doesn't have eyes, but its head, like, creepily follows you as you make your way around it. It seems to be following
Yeah,
the
I'll be, like,
sound of your
punching it as
steps.
I'm doing that.
Yeah. Like a boxer in the ring, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Cheryl, you're up. Bryn, you're on deck.
I am casting Spirit Guardians.
All right.
So
Within 15 feet.
anything that is not our party within 15 feet, yeah.
Did you bring Spirit Guardians money?
No, you're thinking of spiritual weapon.
Yep.
Yep.
Everything I have has spirit in the name.
He printed
Yeah,
out
they're
little-
both within,
he printed
just
out little
barely.
minis for us.
What's the save?
Wisdom.
I don't imagine these are very wise, and those are not great rolls. Yeah, they both fail.
More like
Okay.
spirit shotgun, am I right?
They are gonna take 12 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Radiant.
Radiant.
Radiant. Yeah, Cheryl's gonna step next to Taffy, still trying to be closer to the back one, but also like semi trying to entice the front one if it does decide to go for, or at least make himself an option if it
Yeah.
decides to go for either of us.
Okay. Understood. Bryn, you are up.
How does the one in front of Arsino look?
It looks okay. It's definitely taken a bit of damage. One of its vines has been burned off, and another one of them appears to be dangling helplessly. But
But it looks like it's chilling,
yeah, it's chilling.
like not like in danger of being just like
It depends on what you do, probably.
yeah. This is decidedly a plant, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just pick up my hand, and let my energy just like flow out, and then reach out, and I'll cast Blight on it.
Okay.
It
Is that
has
a
to make.
save?
That is a save. It's a con save that it has to make with disadvantage because it's a
boy.
plant.
Oh boy. Does an 11 save?
No, it takes 64 damage.
Oh my god!
64 necrotic damage.
How is it
Because-
64? I didn't
Plants
understand
take
your
max
text earlier.
damage.
Because it's a plant, so it takes 8d8
What?
damage and it takes
8d8.
maximum
8.
damage.
I was
takes
like,
max.
the second you were like, it's decidedly a plant, I was like, he's gonna do something really fucking broken.
He sent it in the group chat. He sent it
Yep.
in the group chat earlier, but you don't think you saw it.
No, I didn't see it. So this, as soon as you cast it, it begins to wither. Its mouth actually begins to fall off. Its jaw crashes to the floor, and its tongue is just kind of dangling loosely. Its green vines begin to turn a muddy brown, but it is still up, just barely.
And then I will use all
Wow.
of my movement to go to that like glowing blue thing.
Okay.
Would that get me closer to the one I just obliterated, or
A little bit closer if you're on that section of it. There's
Yeah,
like a
I
little
wanna kinda
bridge there,
go-
basically.
I want to be like in as inconvenient a spot for both of them to get to me, basically.
Okay. That's pretty inconvenient right there. All right. Next up, it is their turn.
They have to make the wisdom save again.
They do.
Get it,
They do.
Sam. jumping in with that knowledge.
Spirit guardians, god damn it. Oh my god, I think they're both gonna save. I just look, you can double check me, Morgan. I just rolled 2 16s on 2 dice.
Let me check it.
Let me check it.
Fucking liar.
Oh, whatever.
I'm kidding.
Does that save?
Yeah, no, it does, but they still take half, so they each take 11 halved. We round down, right? So 5.
Yes.
He has 6. He had 6, didn't he? He had 6
sure
fucking HP
friggin'
left. That sack of shit.
Dude, this behemoth is on its last leg. Its
Can I
neck
say
is basically
64?
just.
Alex, I'm in 65.
Oh
sorry.
wow, that's so
Yeah.
weird. Because
Did I say I rolled an 11? I hit 12.
All right.
Their movement
So-
speed is halved while they're in the circle of spirit
So
guardians too.
I mean, they really can't move much at all. So this one that just got damaged is going to turn here. It really, I mean, even in its shape, I don't think it could move. It's got 1 hit point left. So it's going to make some attacks on Arsenaway again here. It's going to do vines this time, I think. Okay. One of these misses is a 17. The other one is a 23 to hit. Okay. Oh, crit. Come here, dice. Oh my god. You're going to take 23 points of bludgeoning damage as the creature, Arsenaway, as the creature's vine lashes out, grabs you and slams you against the rock surface behind you. It is now going to.
She's unconscious.
Did she not take the 30 from earlier?
I guess not.
No.
Okay, Arsenaway is now unconscious and being entangled by the vines of this almost
Well, that
dead
sucks.
beast.
I mean, I could retcon it and say that I did, but I just didn't because I didn't want to do that.
That's fair.
So I was
Okay.
like literally.
I just thought you
Wait,
had like a
did
bunch
you
of shit on
receive
health.
hit points?
So when we rested, when we
Because
short
if you
rested,
did, you need to add them in.
when we short rested, I didn't know anyone else was out of health, and so I used my channel divinity, which gives me 35 hit points to spread between any number of people within range.
Yeah.
And I only needed 5, so that would have been 30 left over. But I didn't think anybody else needed anything, so I didn't think I didn't even think to
Yeah.
ask. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and I thought we were long resting, so I didn't think to do anything because like Morgan and I were doing, Taffy and I were doing like the first half of staying up because
Yeah, but I think we're too far along to retcon that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So
I'm cool.
just so you know, while you guys were discussing that, this thing tried to make a bite attack on you because it wants to swallow you, but it rolled a 16 to hit. You're unconscious, so does armor
You still have an AC.
Yes, so
Yeah, it's auto crit if it hits. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. So Arsenaway is unconscious, and as this thing is falling apart, it's trying to bite you, but like it doesn't even have a lower jaw, so it's really struggling here.
grumpy tooth.
This one is going to get within range of Cheryl here and make its fine attacks. Both miss, a 3 and a 5 plus some numbers. God damn it. Just
LOL.
I can never kill Cheryl.
Listen, listen. Last session, it was a lot closer than this.
I know. So both of its vines are going to lash out and try and hit you and pull you in closer. But after seeing exactly what happened to Arsenaway, you're ready for it. You bring your shield up and hit one of the vines out of the way and duck out of the way of the other one as it swings over your head wildly. All right, next up is Sarnorin.
Sweet. I'm going to shoot the one trying to eat Arsenaway
Okay.
Wait,
with
I thought,
Firebolt.
wait,
What?
didn't the plants just went?
Yep.
When did everybody else go?
You walked
Yeah.
away.
That's an effective
you
20.
weren't here.
The plants
20
went,
hits.
And Taffy went.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
That'd be 6 points of fire damage.
Are the
Okay.
plants not at the top?
No,
Yeah,
they're
I
not.
thought the
No,
plants-
It was
they're
the little
towards the
brain
middle.
Oh,
brain
it was
boys that
little
were at the top.
brains.
Yeah.
Thank
Little
you.
brain-
That's
little
what I was
brainiacs.
confused by. Got it.
I think Keenan just got home.
Oh, sorry, you're doing that one. Okay, so with that, you hit this thing and it explodes in flame as it erupts up to the tip of the head. You see the flame actually pouring out of its gullet and it falls over dead. Arsinoe collapses on top of it, basically entangled in the vines as they go limp.
Dead.
Just dead.
All right. Next up in the initiative is going to be Taffy.
How is this other one looking?
The other one has not been hit very much aside from Spirit Guardians.
All right. I will turn around and shoot it with Burning Hands at the 3rd level.
Okay.
So it has to make a dex save, and you have to roll for wild magic.
Copy that. I think it makes a save. It rolled a natural 19. I don't know
Yeah,
what
that
its
saves.
dex mod is. So 18. And then for wild magic, does not activate.
All right. So he takes half the damage.
But it'll be doubled anyway.
What?
It'll be doubled anyway because they're susceptible to fire.
Oh, so should I just tell you
Have
straight?
doubled.
Yeah, just tell me straight.
18.
Straight up.
Okay.
And that's fire.
Yeah. So reactively seeing Cheryl getting swung at by the vines of this thing, you reach out your burning hands and just a spiral of flame cascades outward, igniting the extended appendages of this plant beast.
It's still
Extendages.
up.
Extendages. Arsinoe,
Is it
it is
still
it is definitely still up. It's your
Oh, yeah.
turn. You
Ren
need
did
to make
64 to the other one, and it was
a
still
death
up.
saving throw.
Right.
Alex, do you want to make it so that none of us know?
I'm still kind of on the fence about that. I think it's super cool, but
Okay.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
let's try it.
Yeah, let's try
Okay.
it. Don't
All right.
Okay,
You're dead.
Does everybody else know what's going on? Because I only talked to Becca about that.
Yeah. I thought it was
I mean,
cool.
I gathered that Alex is making the death save so that we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheryl,
Whether
it is
to
your
save or
go.
not. Doesn't matter if Cheryl knows or not. Cheryl's gonna cast Healing Word as a bonus action
Healing word.
on her.
Good. She failed that
Arsino.
first death saving throw. So Arsinoe, you are now conscious.
It's gonna heal you. It never. I don't know why it doesn't freaking add this. What's 7 plus
What's the second
3?
number?
3,
10.
4,
11.
4, 4,
Hello?
11.
10 or
Sorry,
11.
I'm having yeah.
It depends
I
on
was
what
trying to
you-
remember. Yeah.
Night, Jude.
Yeah. So you're up
Alright.
with 11.
Let's go.
Yeah, Jude's dead tired, and Arsinoe is just dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Night, Jude.
We're almost done.
And then I'm going to spin around
Spin around.
and cast Sacred Flame cantrip on Homeboy.
Okay.
So deck save.
Yep. 11.
That fails.
Failure.
So he takes 9 radiant damage.
Okay.
Came out wrong.
Did.
All right. He is still up as light erupts from underneath him. He and its tentacles curl in displeasure as it begins to reaffix its non-existent gaze in your direction, ready to lash out against you again. Ren, it is your go.
How's it looking, Alex?
You know, it's funny you asked that.
It's not close to 64
looks
points of damage.
Like it
that's
has the
taken.
exact amount of hit points you asked about the last one. It has this exact same. I'm not joking.
Lol.
All right.
It looks
I mean,
exactly as bad as the last one.
all right. Let's
We've been here before.
yeah. I've sensed a disturbance in the force. I'll kind of take the necromantic energy that's still kind of flowing around the dead other one and then just blast it at the new dude. We've got to make a con save with disadvantage.
Oh, no. Does a 12 save?
It does not, no. So it takes 64 necrotic damage.
Dude, we're gonna have to come down to Spirit Guardians again here. Let's hope I get 6.
Oh my god. Okay. It's go. So
Spirit Guardians.
let's see if it saves. It's not gonna save the wisdom. So
Okay,
full
okay.
damage.
It did 14.
Okay. As the thing begins to wither, Cheryl, you turn and see swirling in with the black necrotic energy, a light spirit crash into the plant, and as it's incinerated, its vines disintegrate into dark black purple energy, chased by a white light that almost seems like it purifies it. You guys are now out of initiative, and Arsinoe is
Sweet.
not dead.
Dope. And I have 0.
I know.
I have 1 spell left.
I have I think 1 spell slot.
I have my only 4th level spell slot still open.
I have 1
Me too.
first level.
I'm gonna
So-
use.
while we're sitting, I'm gonna channel divinity, and I'm gonna all 35 at Arsinoe.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm also gonna use healing hands and give myself 7 hit points.
Copy that.
Is 35 too much? Because I'll give the leftover to Taffy if it is.
No, it's not.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
not.
35 to you then.
Yeah.
So
I'm good.
add 42
Oh, thanks.
because you're 7.
So now, feeling for the first time in a while that you are in an area by yourselves without any enemies abound, you sigh a breath of relief and look ahead down the tunnel as water drips from the ceilings onto stalagmites on the floor and coalesces in small pools between the rocky earth at your feet. And that is where we will pick up next time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Woo!
Sorry, I know we ran a little bit longer than normal, but we were close to getting a combat in there, and I didn't want to end early, so figured
That's
we'd
cool.
throw that together. I am so happy that you guys made it through Nysarin, the Drow city. You almost made it through without even knowing the name of the city.
We
So I
did.
just kind of slipped that in at the end
Yeah.
there. Lots of really cool discoveries tonight, so I'm happy for you guys. I'm also very thankful for anybody that stuck with us the whole time. If you're interested in catching up or seeing what's happened so far in the story, we have all of our old videos on YouTube as well as some of the recap videos. If you don't feel like watching them but have some extra time in the car, we are now a podcast as well.
Woo.
You can find us on all the major platforms: iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Google. We might not be on Google yet, but we're getting there. I think that's pretty much it. So I guess
Sweet.
until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
Make some chaos.
Make some chaos.
Woo!